taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what it do? El Capitan, Shuttleworth to God, aka the Go Artist, aka LB. You know what it is, man. Lauderdale Boss, RingGangRadio.com in the building. We back in it. It's Thursday Rants. We talking about everything and anything. No holds bars. The only way we know. Let's get it. World still a op.
Always, man. Yeah, this nigga looks like he about to gangbang or some shit like that. Isn't all that red nigga? The fuck?
I mean, because I got a dream, nigga. Like,
hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, yo. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King P. Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Nobody's banned today. I'm too tired, so I don't want to. I'm too cranky and too tired to have energy to ban anybody, and nobody's pissed me off that much, except for my supervisor. But I can't ban him because he might fire me from my other stuff. So, just a bad day. But otherwise, everybody's good.
Yeah, a conundrum is as old as time, man. You know, your boss being a fuck nigga, yo. That's what it is, yo. And last, but certainly
and then it's worse when you have two bosses and one plays the good cop, bad cop. That routine.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
That's the nigga undercover, nigga.
I go through that daily at my own job. I already know. I already know what time it is, and that shit annoys the fuck out of me too. But let me not think about that shit. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's your boy Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, number one contender preparing for liftoff. Destination, as always, Ring Radio, Thursday edition. Let's fly. Let's get it.
Sure, Conscious Pie stays elevating above the clouds, you dig? So yeah, we got some stuff we want to, rant about tonight. And before we go into that though, I'd like to say, I know people like the music episode. I know like a couple people that that listen to the show that I know that was like, thought we were engaged, they thought we were funny with it. And one in particular thought LB was hating kind of hard. I never forgot to mention that though. But but I told him that's his part of the course. He was just light skinned that day, so that's what he does. But she enjoyed the show nonetheless. I
got no comments because motherfuckers sabotaging shit and nah, look, I ain't punch niggas in their fucking face. So I'm good on that.
Yeah,
man. I hope they like that. That's probably the first and last one. Shit.
Oh man, yo, that's LB for you, man. Yo, you gotta love his tactful nature, right? But we definitely got some shit we can rant about tonight. So, which one do I get to? Do you want to get into talk about Brick Lady?
Shit, just whatever. I thought y'all always go boxing first.
We're going on the Brick Lady.
You want to do boxing, or we're going to the non-boxing?
Let's do boxing first.
Yeah, okay, we want to do boxing first. So
okay, let's go. Can we do the boxing shit first? All right, cool. Yeah, so we got obviously the big news. Obviously, in the last 24 hours, PBC finally finalized their first card on Prime. Headlined by, one Tim Tszyu that will be facing none other than Keith One-Time Thurman. And, of course, now I always turn to Twitter and, just to see, and there's been, mixed reactions. Some people like the fight. Some people are kind of like, and some people are just like, nah, this ain't it. I guess people can feel how they feel. Personally,
I mean, even the Twitter poll was like all over the results were all over the place. So that tells you everything. Everything is split. Actually, let's just get into that Twitter poll. I got it right here. Because what's your approval rating for Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, and thumbs down. We got 52 votes so far, and 35% said thumbs in the middle, and 33% both thumbs down and thumbs up. So,
wow.
Yeah, all over the place.
Wait, hold on. Which one got the highest? Because I'm 30, almost 33. But which one?
Actually, hold on. I don't even know how that's possible because that makes 101%.
So, so what was 34? Because what was 34?
I don't know. I'm on my phone, and thumbs up and thumbs down both have 33%, and thumbs in the middle has 35%. Let me look on the Twitter on my desktop but still, either way, that just shows you how like it's all over the place when it comes to who thinks what. So,
Yeah, I mean, hold
on. Okay, so 34.6% thumbs in the middle, 32.7% thumbs up and thumbs down. So that's how
razor thin. Wow,
33.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, because like I said, it's not if it's a fight. Like some people like to fight, some people don't think it's up. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why why it wouldn't be overwhelming. I mean, personally, the fight doesn't move me at all because Zoom Thurman, it doesn't move me.
So,
it's not one of those.
Well, I'll say this. I'll read this because I talked to my boy Ezra of Ezra Walk and Talk Boxing. Shout out to him. That's my guy. We always talk boxing, and he loves this fight. Like he loves it because he's like, it's a fight of like the crossroads where it's like both people are trying to get something. Because he's like, Thurman's a guy I have it right here. Thurman is a guy trying to stay relevant and get back versus all the top guys. Tim looks to be the next guy at 154, but he doesn't have that win that will get him over. This is basically a crossroads fight with big implications on the 154 weight division. If Thurman wins, him versus Crawford, him versus Spence, him versus Jermell, that's all possible. If Tim wins, he is now legitimate and has more name power, and he'll call out the big name as well. So it makes sense on both ends.
It sounds about right because in my just reading over social media, boxing, other apps, it is all over the place because some people like it, some people don't. It really is,
part of it is because it's on pay-per-view, which I don't. It's again, it should prime pay-per-view. Like it should really be. Huh? They didn't announce it yet. But Dan Raphael was talking about it might be $60 or $70, and I'm just like, yeah.
That's the price. That's PBC ain't changing that. It's unfortunate.
Okay. So I'll tell y'all this. The reason why we're getting this fight is because of Zoo. Because what happened was, I'll tell y'all this. This is what I was told. I asked. We were supposed to be getting Zoo versus Lubin. That was basically agreed upon. They were just waiting on the date. Unfortunately, somehow it leaked to the Australian media, and they, for some reason, I don't know what the heck, they ran with it, and all of a sudden somebody got into Zoo's head, and basically Zoo was just like, I only want big names only. And so that kind of pissed off Lubin and Kevin Cunningham and caused a whole big thing, and they just walked away. So then insert Thurman.
And I'm happy. He stayed true to his word to somewhat because he did say he's done fighting in Australia for now and he's going to come to fight in America. So
yeah. I guess the way I feel about it is like the fight is good and it's bad. It's a little of both. It's like that Jadakiss line, like an average MC is a half-ass MC. It's still he half whack and half good type shit. Like
yeah,
I can't remember the line word for word, but I think it's an old Flex freestyle. But yeah, it's like it's one of those. Like it's good in the sense where it has name value. You got almost a passing of the torch, crossroads type of fight, but it has some intangibles that kind of make you be like, that's why the fight isn't overly good, but it's not overly bad either. Like they could do better and they could do worse. So it's just right there where it's like, Zoo seemed like he got the juice. Keith Thurman always going to bring it, but he always brings it like every other 2-3 years. but he brings it. So
this is a tough, like, honestly, I hate it because like I voted thumbs in the middle. I voted thumbs
exactly
in the middle.
what I voted.
So me, I voted thumbs up until I found out, obviously, it's not for a title. So that's what I mean. I would have voted in the middle. You know what I'm saying? If they announced that.
So, but I see it's not for, well, yes and no. It's not for a title, but I did hear that if Zoo were to lose, he loses.
Vacant. Yeah, I saw Dan Raphael say that.
Yeah. That's a no.
Yeah, it should, because it's like, come on, bro. Yeah, I feel like if Ngannou was fighting Fury for a title,
well, it's because Thurman is in the top 50 or whatever in the division, you know, and obviously it's not. If it was WBA, whatever, you know, we back out, they do it, but it's whatever Bob orders, WBO.
No, but it's just also Thurman has shitted on the WBO in the past, so I'm pretty sure they probably remember that shit.
Yeah, he called them WB no, because Crawford. Because I remember the interview. Because Crawford had the belt, you know, and they always ask, you know, Thurman about Crawford, you know, he's got to prove himself, but, you know, he's a WBO belt. We don't really count that belt or whatever. You're trying to say that.
Yeah.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah, so, I mean, and, you know, that's what happens. But yeah, the WBO rule states, I mean, even though he has to defend it, if he loses, that belt becomes vacant, which is a pretty, WBO has some wild-ass rules, and that's one of them.
I mean, but think about it. We're not going to look at Casas, we're not going to look at Tim Tszyu as no champion if he loses his fucking Thurman in this type of circumstance.
But it also keeps Thurman from actually getting the belt because the WO probably doesn't want to deal with him. so that's funny.
Yeah, but we'll know he's a fucking champ. We'll know he's the damn.
Yeah, we don't. But he doesn't. He
don't even need a belt. Like if you beat Zoo right now, we know you to do that 154.
And now that gives him more leverage to now get a fight with Crawford, or like to get, because think about it, that actually takes away a potential Crawford opponent, because honestly, like whether Crawford wants to admit it or not, and his fans wouldn't want to admit it or not, the walls are closing in on him. Pause. As far as like
I agree.
Opponent,
I agree.
Who is there? Because who is there to fight? Like nobody wants to see Charlo anymore, and whatever. Nobody wants to see a Spence rematch. People talk about a Zoo fight. Well, if Keith beats Zoo, who's going to want to see Crawford fight Zoo?
So Keith will become the opponent. Yeah, Keith will become the opponent. Like, you know, and you mentioned, you know, I'm a Bud fan, of course, and it was
always Zoo, Virgil Ortiz, and Boots were always the best, biggest available fights for Crawford. It's just his fans want to do this whole fucking They improved themselves. It doesn't fucking matter. They're undefeated. They're available. You ain't got no one else to fight, nigga. Fight them.
I consider myself a fan. Like, you know, like Pete said, obviously the Spence fight, Crawford fight, you know, I think Bud obviously trying to get the Canelo payday, you know. But realistically, the walls are closing in because
we don't want to see. We want to see Canelo fight Benavidez. So that don't work.
But what I'm saying is, in regard to Crawford, like the winner of this fight, probably most likely might be Bud's next opponent. You know what I mean? Really.
And the thing is, the crazy part is, both guys would have still been good fights for Crawford without having them fight each other.
Because put it this way, you know, I think they're sacrificing Keith. Like, I love Keith. I just don't, you know,
that's exactly what they are doing. Like,
so, but I think if, let's just say he somehow won this fight, right? I think in the WBO, is it true? Isn't it? I think WBO, if you have the belt, right, the mandatory. You know, and the division below, you can initiate, you know, a title fight at 154. Yeah. So let's just say that happened. Then in that case, you would have Crawford versus Thurman for the vacant belt,
which would probably be
a good fight still.
Yeah, but if Tim obviously getting some knockout and, you know, like people are thinking, then that sets up Crawford, you know, Zoo.
Yeah, but
the Zoo fight was always there for Crawford.
Yeah, I agree. In terms of the rollout,
niggas kept talking it down.
I think we should open with Tank and Frank. But I'm not mad. This is a stat card. If we talk about the actual card, it's a great card.
Yeah, well, the card got. I mean, that's the fact that we have a Zarafa, Laura, and the co-main gets. I mean, I voted down. Like, I didn't like this.
That's not the co-main. I thought Rolly.
Pitbull Cruz is a great co-main.
Rolly and Pitbull.
That's the co-main. Ain't nowhere they put Laura as a fucking co-main.
And then they got, you know, that's the first fight. Bohachuk versus Fandora for the intro
and
the good opener.
That's the best fight actually on the whole card.
No, I actually like Rolly versus Pitbull. I like that
Yeah.
fight.
Maybe
They
2 years late, but
Yeah,
it's still a
exactly.
good fight.
But
They should mix it up.
Even at 140, that has the potential to be a violent fight and violent in a very good way.
Yeah, but
so,
again, it's like one person holding a belt he shouldn't hold versus a person who shouldn't really be fighting for a belt. That's how I.
But it's a good fight.
It's a good fight.
It's
God,
a
dog,
really
man.
It's so
Jeez, can anything satisfy you, Paul?
It's a good fight.
Yeah, exactly. And remember when I said if I praise a fight, then you know I like it. I said Bohacek and Fondura is the best fight on the card, like easy. Like,
it's intriguing. That fight's intriguing because Pitbull he's a small 135. Like really, Pitbull's like a 130 size fighter.
Nah, Pitbull's stocky enough. He'll hold that 140.
No, I'm saying Rolly is a big dude. You know what I mean? So it's intriguing because you would think Pitbull could land a crazy haymaker because it's a fun fight. And
he can fight on the inside with Rolly.
They also added Julio Cesar Martinez versus Angelino Cordova.
I'm holding my breath on that fight actually going down.
Yeah. We've had the rug pulled from under us a couple of times with this fight.
And from what the phrasing of it, that's going to be like on regular, not for free, however they're going to do it. Like
that's the free view.
There's going to be another fight they're going to announce too. So I hope at least
now. I mean, this is now the third card that Thurman has kicked off for the debut because he kicked off the PBC on the inaugural debut on CBS. He also kicked off their debut on ESPN, and now he's kicking off their debut on Amazon.
Yeah, that's Al's. That's Al's Ace Boone. That's Al's original.
I mean, Thurman saved the first one because they fucking opened with Broner versus John Molina, and that shit was so trash. That that Thurman had to beat up Ghost for 9 rounds to get niggas back into that shit. Which it's the truth. It's not like I'm lying. That shit was terrible.
And good and well, lying. Thurman and Rolly, in the build up in the press conferences. Hopefully, they need to make sure they.
I was gonna say overall, it's a decent lead off. I agree with Pilot.
One thing's true. It's not that whole card is not pay per view. Like not in any sense.
Nah.
I think. I honestly think
Thurman Soto Cross and that's that card for regular Showtime. Fuck no.
I can understand why this one is kicked. I think this is going to be the litmus test to see how, because this is a brand new app, especially for boxing. We don't know how it's going to be run. So they're going to use this as a litmus test. And then from there, because people wanted to kick it off with Tank, and I get that, but I can see why they started off with Thurman. This is a good starter package to see the appetizer, see how well the app goes. And from there, then you could put on more big fights, like big events afterwards.
Yeah, basically what they doing is instead of going out with their top meal, instead of saying, "Hey, we giving y'all niggas the damn the NY strip or the prime rib or the T-bone, whatever, we're gonna give you some real good ass fried chicken that always hit. Then we gonna get you some fucking the co-main." We're going to get you some fire-ass nachos, nigga.
You know what's happening, though, right? You know what's going to happen next, right? Because we expected Tank versus Frank, but it's clicking to me now. I think Tank will fight the winner of the co-main, to get that 143rd, division championship. And then we probably get Frank Martin versus El Rayo. I mean, what
if he does something everybody's talking about Frank and all that.
It's coming, though.
It's possible. It's highly possible.
What if Tank does something out of left field and fights somebody on from 140? Imagine Matias. Imagine if he fought Matias or Gary Antoine.
Ellerby shut down already. Ellerby capped it on Twitter, so I wish.
What'd you say, Pat?
I praise that fight. If that was the case, you kidding me? Shit. It's time.
I just feel like everybody's just going to this Tank versus Frank, and I'm I don't for some reason I just don't think that's going to be Tank's fight.
I can see him fighting the winner of the co-main, but because Ellerby did shut down on Twitter that, but because it sells the winner we'll have the Tank rematch, Tank or at 140, for the real belt.
I mean, I know you can sell it like that, but it just feels like
I don't want to see him versus O'Reilly. I hope it's not O'Reilly. I mean, I like O'Reilly, but
I don't think it's Ray. I don't think it's Ryan.
Fight more, man.
Honestly, Ryo needs to run it back with De Los Santos. Honestly, I'm sorry.
I can see that too.
Got to run that back.
Because if you ran it back with Colbert, run it back with him.
Yeah, because you lost your zero in brutal fashion. I mean, you dropped him, but he did drop him. So it's not like he didn't compete. He just got overwhelmed.
I see. I'm agreeing, Anthony. Davis versus Matias. Like I could see that.
You saw that little clip where Tank was working on the footwork.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like, that's the type of footwork you work on when you going against a pressure fighter, like to get that little first step quickness, like the little turn.
You think Matthias is too much of a risk, even though he's lost and has not been a champion. You know what I'm saying? Is it too much of a risk? I mean, do y'all think Tank can compete with Matthias?
Nah, dude. First of all, like they're looking at it like Matias is basically Barrios on steroids. I hate to use that word, but just a more like a better version of Barrios.
I hate that comparison. Barrios is trash, bro.
No, hear me out. I know, of course, you're gonna say that, but for the objective boxing fans,
Barrios not trash. I mean,
he is.
He's not, but this ain't for Pat. This is for the objective boxing fans. They're probably looking at Matias and Barrios like, okay, they're similar structure, got long arms, taller than me, physically strong, imposing, could fight behind a jab, walk you down, throw body, good at the mid-range inside. They do have similarities, but just Matias is just better. And matter of fact,
defenses league, they're both hittable. They're both hittable guys.
They're both hittable, but the thing is, Barrios doesn't fight behind you as much as Matias does. Like you really gotta just like be flat out better than Barrios and just skunk him out to really where he can't do nothing to you. If not, he always makes his way. He always puts hands on you. Even the Akhmadiyov fight got no pad in his head is like, yeah, motherfucker should have lost that one though. Like
the one where he dropped him twice, right? Where he dropped off
and that's a perfect example of that. Even with Tank, he was putting hands on Tank, and the only person who was just flat out better than him was just Thurman. All these niggas like are capable of fighting hard and being on the same level as these dudes on any given night.
I mean, Barrios. You saw once he was washed, but people were picking Ugas to beat Barrios, and then the same people were like, "Oh, yeah, he's washed. He's washed and old."
Hold up, Anthony. If you guys the next fight for De Los Santos is Valenzuela, I think it's going to be Williams. I'm guessing you mean Zepeda versus Raymond Murataya. I don't see that. Honestly, Murataya right now unfortunately is the odd man out at Top Rank. Like he's kind of frozen out because everybody else is eyeing somebody else bigger than that. Like a bigger name.
Needs to run event.
He's the guy that's kind of being frozen out.
But
even though he's really good. I like Murataya. He's really good. He's just in a bad position right now as far as on where his ranking on the totem pole. Everybody
he's got to wait a bit.
All he did was just replace Barbosa Jr.
Well, 135, right? But yeah.
They're basically like he's that guy who's going to probably be.
I mean,
on the outside of big fights.
They got Abdullah Mason and Vargas, at 135 as their true prospects. Muratella recently graduated from that level. You know what I'm saying? To become a contender, in the rankings.
That's who they're gonna steer it to. Like, how many times you gonna use co-main again?
Yeah.
But yeah, shout outs to the comments, Anthony. What it do? Blazing Killer. I saw you in here earlier. Yeah, I do agree with what you said earlier that Thurman has performed well after layoffs. He's the only one I've seen who.
He's a natural boxer. I mean, it's just
even though a lot of
it's just still a hard fight.
Well, and that's the thing. Like even like Zoo is even if he was active, Zoo is Zoo stylistically is a very tough fight for Keith.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the pressure, he's gonna fight behind the jab. He's gonna pressure you. He's gonna try to go. He's gonna hit you to the body. He's going to fight you on the inside, like things that Keith has trouble with on the inside.
Yeah, and this I don't. And
Keith
Keith is also
cardio. Keith is gonna have to have cardio. I mean, the one thing is, I think it's good that he's moving up because I think his cardio will be better. I think certain things will be better that he's not draining himself because people think like Keith should be at 154 already. Like
he did. I mean, every time he was getting interviewed before, when people asked about it, he said he always want to stay at welter. But when you're 35 and you're, like obviously you got to move up. You know what I'm saying? But I remember he kind of shut down moving up. So I don't. Hopefully he takes the fight serious.
He fought in the amateurs at 152.
152.
He fought in the pros at 154 too before he went down. So it's like
I said that.
Yeah, but the thing is, he hasn't fought in that weight in 12 years, like give or take.
He's fighting the guy.
I'm flat out. Zoo's gonna body that dude. Like
Zoo is a top 5 fighter of 2023.
So hold on, are you gonna have the same smoke for him if he don't body him like Charlo didn't body Benavidez?
Charlo didn't body, but we said who? Charlo didn't body Benavidez.
If Zoo don't body Thurman, are you gonna have the same smoke for him like you have for Maul for not bodying Benavidez?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I spoke for Thurman not bodying Barrios because I'm the only one who didn't like that performance. Because
he beat the shit out. He 12-0'd him, beat the shit out of him.
Tank knocked him out. That little Tank.
Tank went life and death, nigga.
Tank body Barrios.
And this is the thing, like y'all never be consistent. Because I remember that one Twitter poll with the what's worse, the knockout or the 12 zip, and y'all niggas is all on this 12 zip shit.
A nigga that at 147 for as long as he has can't body Mario Barrios is not going to impress me. Like you got. Hold
on. See, I've always looked at it as a trade-off. So the only thing you could say about Keith's performance is he didn't stop him, but he beat the shit out of him for 12 rounds and won every single round. Whereas Tank, you could say, okay, yeah, he bodied him, but he also went life and death before he bodied him. Like you could argue he was losing that fight. Floyd even was telling him you're losing the fight before he knocked him out. So yeah, he bodied him, but he went life and death before he bodied him.
It was a competitive fight.
That shit ended by 6.
It was a competitive fight, but didn't Tank drop him like 3 times in one round? So I mean, he would.
Yeah, after what's his name was up, like P said,
Tank was dropping him. Like Thurman didn't drop him once. Like, are you kidding me?
Thurman was just walking him into big shots all night.
And this is the thing about what people are delusional about with Thurman. Like Thurman, again, with the Josecito Lopez fight, the only one who got rocked in that fight was him. And that's the fight I said, Pacquiao is going to beat him.
Well, he dropped. He also dropped. Yeah, one bad.
Pacquiao almost stopped him to the body.
People go crazy over that Josecito fight. One bad round and the sky is falling. Like he didn't even drop.
Josecito is a guy that does get bodied because he has a lot of collateral damage. And Thurman,
he dropped
Josecito Lopez is still world class.
He should have been bodied by someone like Thurman. Again,
Keith dropped. Yes, Pilot. Keith dropped because I was there for that. Keith dropped Josecito with a left hook in the second round.
Keith didn't stop him. Like I mean, Berto, fucking Andre Berto stopped him. Like, geez, like
Berto was getting that work until
Berto was also going life and death with him.
Yeah, Thurman stopped him, but Berto stopped him in like 5 or 6. Like, that's
after losing 5 or 6.
5 rounds of he was losing all those rounds though.
Yeah, this is
God damn.
This is too much. Thurman hasn't scored a knockout in 2015. Like, there's just too much of his performance that are just very uneven. He hasn't had a real good performance since he whooped up on Danny Garcia, which was a great performance. After that, it's just been like mid-level and shit.
Honestly, hold on. You're getting at him because see, this is the funny thing. Here's why I laugh when it comes to Thurman. People will say, "Oh, well, Thurman's power is overrated. He hasn't knocked anybody out in like 10 years." But then when he beats the shit out of Barrios and doesn't stop him. It's like, well, he didn't stop him. But yet you went around saying he was overrated and hasn't knocked anybody out in 10 years. So why are you expecting him to knock out Barrios when you just said, oh, well, he's overrated. His punching power is overrated. He hasn't knocked out in 10 years, but yet you expected it. Like, what is going on? Where's the consistency in this?
Well, Thurman, I said, was set up to actually knock out Barrios, and it didn't.
Bars were spit. I mean, bars were just spit.
Well, let's say, right now, my eyes are still consistent because, I didn't get things wrong as of recent. Like the Jolly, like the Kool-Aid man over here. But, yeah, like, we'll see who's eyes.
What have I gotten wrong?
Yeah, I've been on point lately.
I've been getting all these women's fights right, nigga.
You've actually been good. My bad. My bad, Pike.
I got Francis DeZerm fight right. Jonas fight right? Like, what the fuck?
So let's see. So will Thurman?
I didn't get the niggas wrong.
So does Thurman get bodied by Zoo or not? And judging by the factors, is there a high chance that Zoo bodies Thurman?
Look, that's a 75-25, 70-30 type of fight in favor of. I keep saying about to say Costa.
Tim's
Costa Zoo.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Team Tim should win this fight. He might even stop him late, but I'm not just saying that Keith has no chance, but it's an uphill battle.
Bigger chance than Tony Harrison.
I mean, Thurman right now is open to what, like plus 550? That's
damn.
Yeah, like that's where he is right, because he hasn't fought in 25 months.
20. It's going to be 26 months. Right?
Anthony, did you say the best fight you've seen of Keith was Collazo? That's definitely not his best.
Wow. Yeah, you pretty much don't have you can't have an opinion on Thurman if that's the best fight you see, man.
Okay, never mind. I'm just seeing him now. He said he hasn't really watched much of Thurman's career. See now you got to be honest. You don't know enough to know if his fans are overrating him just a little bit too much.
It is funny though. People are saying that it's going to be like Zab, like how Costa did Zab. I'm like, it better not be. You know what I'm saying? It better not be. I'm just hoping that this ain't like a retirement fight and Keith looks bad and like everybody's during the fight. It's like, damn, Keith needs to retire.
He about to get that Aussie money though, so I know he's happy.
Yeah, and the fight's gonna make money. People are think, pay-per-view out here is gonna flop, but
because
number one draw.
You're gonna get all the pay-per-view money from Australia. So.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna make money.
See, and then they're gonna hype it up and talk about it. See, nobody else been hyping up no boxing matches. Like PBC still the best at promoting niggas.
They put on the biggest events. Because
they promote niggas.
I mean, the funny thing is, everybody talks about, PBC hasn't had any fights or all the fight announcements. You would think with all this time of PBC just quote unquote just slacking, you would think all these other promotional companies would pick up the slack. But
no, they have. No, I'm not gonna. No, hold on. I'm not gonna,
have they? Have they?
Golden Boy and Eddie's been dropping some pretty decent cards. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know you're not talking about the fight this Saturday.
No, I'm talking about Matchroom, the Hitchens card.
Nothing eye blowing.
Pacheco was the co-main.
Who Hitchens fighting?
Lemos. It's kind of like the guy that's moving
Gustavo
up.
Lemos. Yeah.
But I'm saying the co-man, they got Diego Pacheco, who's a beast. You know what I'm saying?
Against who?
He's finding some undefeated random nigga that'll probably knock out.
The only one that's actually really making noise is our friend, His Excellency. He's the one that's actually making actual noise.
Oh God, this motherfucker!
It's the truth, nigga. Like we can say.
You know what? You may as well just bring up the Twitter poll then, nigga.
What Twitter poll?
Hold on, go get that pilot. Hold up, or if you can get it before I do. Hold on.
Which one?
The Saudi Arabia one.
All right, let's go and take a little scroll and let's see. When was that drop? Let me see. Hold on.
I think Monday.
That was Monday.
Because the search function
Monday or Tuesday.
You can literally type a word.
Probably Tuesday. Because
it was Tuesday. Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Okay. You can type a word on Twitter and it don't even pop up. Hold on. I'm on the page. I'll get it.
Yes, Anthony. Yeah, the best fight for Thurman was the Porter fight, which me and P were there for.
Yeah, we were there. That was the first day. That was when me and Pat met. We met that day.
Yeah, that was
okay. Yeah, here we go. Does it matter if a super fight has a lifeless atmosphere in a half-empty arena? We got a lot of traction on it. 111 votes with 65% of them saying yes, 35% saying no. It does not matter about a super fight being in a lifeless atmosphere in a half empty crowd.
So hold on, wait. So first of all, like shout out to Android. You already know. I know he can't show up today, but he'll hear this later because he's the person who inspired me to have him do this Twitter poll because I seen some random shit he was saying because he's always got his foot on these motherfuckers' necks with the truth about this shit.
No, that nigga hates the zone, bro. That's his problem.
No, he doesn't hate him, bro.
Nigga, I know a nigga that hates the zone,
okay,
bro.
If he hates the zone, it's like us saying you hate PBC.
I know
he holds them accountable.
No, hold up. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Android has always had legitimate criticisms about the zone, and a lot of them are like not biased. They're not like
no, it's justified. He
has to justify because a lot of the things that he said, some of us have said. Other people have said on Twitter.
No, hear me out real quick. Android loves boxing, so he wants the best for like in terms of how they promote fighters. There's a lot of room for improvement, and he just calls it out.
Well, I mean,
he does it at the top rank. He does it at the top rank as well.
I called him out for actually hating without actually knowing what he's talking about.
When is he never not know what he's talking about? This motherfucker be having receipts. He go at everybody.
Yeah, I know. And my receipt was because he posted on the Kali too. I had to check him on one thing that he was going off on. I was like, nigga, like, what is you talking about? Like, I had to check him. I was like, he didn't know what he was talking about. He hates the zone. Like, I'm
gonna give you one thing out of a million things this motherfucker been right about. You gonna hold him to one thing you checked them on.
No, I mean, let's put it this way. Like, I check anyone he hates the zone and he never criticizes PBC.
Dude, we can say you hate PBC, nigga. Like, if we're gonna just say
here's
that.
The thing for me though, I'll tell you if a PBC card is actually fire. Like, because I really have a criteria.
He tells you if the zone card is actual fire.
Like, half of last year, I said PBC was on fire with the cards. I said Tank versus Ryan was trash immediately. I said that shit was trash.
But Android gives them props too. Like, so you're saying he doesn't have legitimate criticisms?
He has it, but he really criticizes the zone.
They really be fucking up. God damn.
Like, because you guys.
That's like somebody keeps saying they're the best chef, they're the best cook, but every time you try their food, that shit is mid as fuck, and you be like, damn, nigga, put some pepper. This is that, and to pretty soon they not even listening. So the product, the food they keep giving you to taste, it gets worse and worse. So now your reactions are worse. You're like spitting it out. You're like, God damn it, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but the thing with that,
that's what he's doing.
But the thing is, if I ask him a question like, who had more fight of your candidates last year, the zone or PBC? That would be an easy question to answer because it's not PBC.
Hold on, wait. Who did then? It was the zone?
Yeah.
What fights they had fight of the year last year like that?
Nigga, don't be stupid.
No. Refresh my memory, nigga. Ain't no don't be stupid. Like, come on. Now I remember Munguia, Derevyanchenko, I think a Cordina fight.
The Cordina fight, Neri versus Hovhannissian, Foster versus Hernandez.
Okay, all right.
PBC had Sims versus Akhmadov.
All
right. Garcia Resendez was up there for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can rock with that one. Yeah. Pat Marquis says, "Sorry, Pat. The best fight was in Saudi Arabia. The rest is forgotten." What fight?
I only got 2 so far for PBC. What that was it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
ESPN had I guess you can name any Oscar Valdez fight.
Yeah, or a Navarrete fight for that matter.
yeah. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Navarrete. Yeah, like you can name any Navarrete fight. Robeisy Ramirez.
Yeah, and Hanny Lomachenko people have been putting up there too.
That's 4. Well, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. They still have boxing booming, nigga. Fuck y'all. Shit.
Well, yeah, the event-wise, yeah, but, you know, if we go back, what fight was it? PBC, you know, kind of did not have that as much as the other two.
But they had the biggest fights.
And?
Ain't that what y'all want? Like, which one is it? Like,
nigga, you know where I
the black
stand.
girl lost and Shorty owe you for ice.
Nigga, you know where I stand with the. I judge on quality, bro. Like, you know me. Like, if a fight's trash, I'm not gonna big it up.
But at the end of the day, look. At the end of the day, a nigga like Android, his heart is in the right place. Like, he wants to see the sport grow and get as big as possible, and the money get distributed everywhere, and everybody comes up and all that glamour, glitz and glamour shit. Like, so I fucks with dude. Like, and that's the whole basis of that Twitter poll, because we've argued it before.
Oh yeah.
And I hate to be like, you know, but motherfucker be spitting. So yeah, like when you look at 111 votes, 65% yes. That's what me and Android been saying, that this whole, hey man, I got this nigga and that nigga to fight. We're gonna be in a secluded warehouse like this is a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie in the 90s, and it's gonna be a bunch of rich motherfuckers here. That's it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Tank and Haney too. Like all that fucking Saudi Arabia lifeless event with 15 people in the crowd type shit. That shit ain't helping Tank and Haney for the sport, yo.
I mean,
the Twitter polls shows you niggas agree with us.
I mean, what's the old saying? You could say, like, if a tree falls down and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? if it's a super fight and nobody's there to watch it, it's really a super fight.
I mean, there was the comments were commenting on this. Like, there was somebody did gonna say that though. Yes, it means there's a disconnect between the ability of those fighters and the general public interest in the fight, which is bad for the sport. Yeah, I mean, is he wrong? Like that's somebody comment.
I know there was another comment for the other view too.
I'll go down the motherfucking list of these bitches. I'll get Android comment first. 100% matters. I couldn't get through the day of reckoning without my casual cousins pointing out the empty seats and dead atmosphere. Complete opposite of Tank Garcia and Spence Bud, which were electric. Going to have to move mountains to get them back.
Nigga, I don't watch fights for the fucking crowd.
Even the Benavidez.
That's a stupid comment.
Even the Benavidez.
Nigga, that's a real legit comment though.
Like the Benavidez.
That's dumb. Like if his cousins like this, niggas need to take some pills. Niggas got ADD in this moment.
Nigga, yo. I'm sorry, bro. Like, dude. Oh man.
Nigga, I watch for the fights. Nigga, I pay $70 for the fights, not to watch a crowd reaction. My nigga, jeez. Like,
nigga, it's not just to watching the crowd reaction. It's the atmosphere, it's the energy. Dude, if you take away the crowd from 50% of damn Eric Morales fights, I don't even know who he is anymore.
Let me ask Pat a question real quick. Pat, hold on. I know you used to watch wrestling and stuff. The crowd and the pop and the heat, that mattered, right?
Well, they have to because if a wrestler doesn't have no reaction or whatever, then he's gonna get pushed.
But I'm saying in terms of the vibe, like to me, the Benavidez fights, even like for PBC, they weren't the biggest events, but the crowd, the crowd cheering for him when he dropped Andrade, that was dope. That's dope. You know what I mean? That's dope shit.
The Benavidez Plant pay-per-view, and I praised the hell out of this pay-per-view, mixed the two. Number one, the crowd was into it, and number two, the fights delivered. That's why I give that pay-per-view a lot of praise. Like I gave it from top to bottom. That is the PBC's best pay-per-view that they put on last year. Like that shit.
The Mexican fan base cheering for Benavidez, like when he dropped Andrade, it was hearing people cheering, like just like it's dope. I mean, I don't know, like it's different.
Dude, he knows damn well the audience and the atmosphere makes great fights even greater. Dude, look, I'll even bring it back. How many? This is for my niggas who really watch boxing. Like back in the day when you see one of those Japanese fights or Moreno be over there in Japan or whatever the motherfuckers, and you don't even have an English stream. You got the Japanese stream, and these niggas is like, he dropped it. They're going crazy. And it's just, you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you don't even know what they're saying, but they just going nuts. If you didn't, they make it seem like it's Hagler Hearns versus Goku and Superman. Like,
even the Australian cards, like the ones we used to watch, remember when Tim Zhu was coming up a little bit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those cards, like I'm not gonna lie, those cards like they come on late as early as fucking in the morning, but they keep me up, because they're so the commentary, the crowd's loud. I mean, I don't know.
Man, energy and shit. And they had some the ring card girls were kind of, I mean, that was doing it. I mean, but yeah though. So like, yeah, like, dude, you can't tell me, like, come on, man, like.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, I don't want to hear about crowd reaction and whatnot if the fights are actually delivering in the ring. Like, the Day of Reckoning, for the most part, did deliver. And I don't know what niggas think.
8 fights in 8 hours. That's not delivering.
No, there was one point where
let me ask you this.
Listen to that shit.
Like before the Wilder fight, it took 30 minutes, dog. Like 30 minutes, like at least 30 minutes for that.
In between, like every fucking fight, it was like 30 minutes after the fourth one.
It was a dope card, but I mean,
the fight. I'm not like
the quality of the fights weren't that great, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. And the execution wasn't either.
Taking Ryan's card was great. None of that shit was great. Like,
it wasn't 4 hours for 4 fights.
Yeah, and I'm not saying the crowd, woo, when the action is terrible. Like
the Joshua main event was one-way traffic. I mean, just like the
so what up, John Stoddard? What
did
do?
Some of the main events PBC had, it was one-way action. The main event. I mean, it's not like it was that much. Like
all this shows is just all the entities need each other for the sport. Like the sport needs everyone to do their best, because PBC gets you the buzz, gets you the eyes, it elevates the whole sport. And then, because they're doing the heavy lifting with promoting and engagement and all that shit. And then the guys like The Zone and ESPN, they provide you, more fight of the years, apparently. And it all works out for the betterment of the sport. But if you take the biggest fight possible, that you could have in America, and then you say, okay, let's put it somewhere on a Thursday afternoon in Saudi Arabia, and and all the restrictions there. You got no baddies, so got no Instagram pics and flicks and shit. No pictures.
No crowd fuckery. Yeah. I don't know, super fight.
Crowd fuckery.
People are trying to say, they're giving us super fights. Okay, America's given us hundreds of super fights over the years. I mean, they're doing the thing, and I appreciate, they're making the fights that in America.
But you got to make it a super fight atmosphere. Look, dude. A super fight is a privilege. You actually have a responsibility when you say something's a super fight. When you make a super fight, you have to deliver on the matchup, the presentation, everything. It's not just the damn 2 niggas in the ring fighting.
I'll be honest. Like, to bring it back to the late 90s, I mean, Bo Holyfield, when the guy flies into the ring. I mean, just police blocking off Mike Tyson. I mean, I don't know, the super fights. I mean,
super fights.
Everything matters. I mean, I know the quality, like the matchups and everything. For the most part,
it does matter.
For the most part, me personally, on most cards, I mean, the matchups are fine. I mean, there'll be some times where it's like, okay, it's an overmatch. But for the most part, on bigger fights, the matchups are close enough 50-50 where, it's watchable. I don't know.
Hold on. So what'd you vote, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Middle.
It matters. Yeah, it definitely matters.
You say yes, it matters?
Yeah, it matters. It matters.
King P, what'd you vote?
It absolutely matters. What kind of question is that? That's actually, honestly,
I don't know, nigga. Like, you sitting there with Pat, nigga.
Because for the beginning of the votes, it was close, and I was like, how is it close? Like, how do you know what I mean? It was pretty close for at first. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, and okay, and I'll give you okay now. That's 3 against 2, because I actually talked to Rome, I think, yesterday, and he agreed with Pat. He's like, it always matters. As long as these niggas fighting, it matters. And I'll quote him with this. He said, I don't care if these 2 niggas was hooping at Drake's house by the pool and they started scrapping and only Drake and his bodyguard seating and shit. It definitely matters. So, wait, and you know what? Like, he really kind of made me be like, yeah, you know what, dude, kind of, we want to see these niggas fight so bad. If it happens anywhere at any time, it's going to matter to us. Whether it's like 5 people see it, 5 million people see it, 5,000, we're all going to treat it as like it's official anyway. Like, so I get it, but I'm always going to want to see the sport at its highest.
And I'm used to watching boxing like late, like nighttime, you know what I mean? So to me, a big fight, I don't know. Do y'all ever feel a UK fight has been a super fight? Like, I mean, recently? Like, do y'all consider Usyk AJ? That wasn't really a super fight.
It was a super fight.
It happened in the afternoon, but that was a super fight.
I'm not gonna the UK crowds, you know, there's alcohol and it gets lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just saying,
of course, of course, there's always because they like their Sweet Caroline shit. Of course, you hear them singing along.
Yeah, but I'll take that any day over the damn Saudi Arabia. Like,
I mean, Laura Wood pause felt big. You know what I'm saying? It felt big. You know, the first. I mean, Laura. Who did you knock out before?
Warrington.
Collingwood.
That was crazy.
Collingwood. That was a big fight. I mean, but I feel like the crowd and everything that encompassed it, you know, the Ole, even though I hate that fucking the song that they sing, you know, it makes it hype. I don't know.
It do make it hype. Like,
what song is it? Keep singing Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, yeah.
You think about it. If you Geese Howard a nigga in an empty city, empty building, do you really Geese Howard the nigga? Like, where does he even fall? Like I mean, do you even beat the game at that point? Like, what you? Like, what happens? Like, you know, burn knuckle and just nothing happens. Does he fall? Like, I mean, remember, it doesn't matter. You know, like Tank and Haney could fight on top of Geese Tower. You know, 15 flights up. Niggas just like, fuck it. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, that's me. I mean, that's because I'm tired of their stands going back and forth and their stupid post about it. So yeah,
fuck the stands, nigga.
Yeah, fuck the over marinating, nigga. Like that. That's just.
Dude, the fight. How is it over marinating when niggas been busy fighting the fights they got to fight?
No, I mean,
Tank sure as hell isn't. I don't want to hear.
No, I mean, salute. You know,
then if Tank side, then it wasn't marinating. If Tank wasn't available, Haney wasn't available.
Haney's at least doing this thing. Tank is one of them niggas that like niggas are like, oh, Pat, you should be higher than pound for pound. No, he shouldn't because he's not beating no one that should.
He should be. Yo, like I said last year, fucking, can you name 15 niggas that's better than Tank? World class niggas better than Tank.
Well, my pound for pound list has it.
Casuals think Tank's, you know, one of the best boxers in the world. You know, talent wise, I think not. But I'm saying this year, when you're seeing him entering lists, you know, what I'm saying like this year he's actually been on like for the longest time he's not been on these top 10 lists, and now you're seeing him on these lists. I mean, you can't deny his talent. Obviously, there's issues, but I'm just like
his issue is he's not fighting who's supposed to be fighting. That's his issue.
Yeah. I mean.
But all I'm saying is like, if everybody doing what they supposed to be doing, like, why these niggas ain't bigger than Tank? Pause.
Tank, yeah, and Tank's best wins. I know Shakur's 3-division champion and everything, but I mean, I take Tank's best wins over Shakur's best wins. I'm just saying.
Could Shakur Stevenson beat Mario Barrios?
Probably, yeah.
All right, what you think, King P?
Why wouldn't he be able to?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Him, but
I don't know if Shakur trusts his chin. I mean, he's talented.
Look, if they fought right now, 140, 147, whatever, 140, whatever the fuck, because Stevenson's that good, would you pick him to beat him?
well, I'm saying if they fought, I don't know, all things considered equal, but in the weight, I can't see Shakur right now at 147.
I think he'll get there eventually. Well, I thought he could, but I don't know if he trusts his chin. I mean, like Shakur looks like, you know, a guy that
I don't know if Shakur Stevens would ever beat fucking Mario Barrios.
Shit, Shakur might have Puerto Rican. Like Ryan could catch him. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, Ryan might. If you know, I don't. I mean, the way he didn't engage with De Los Santos is kind of was weird. I don't know.
Yeah. All it takes is somebody with great footwork, and you'll see how good Shakur Stevenson is. Trust me.
Wait, what did you say again? My fault. What did you say? Couldn't hear you.
All it takes when he faces somebody with great footwork, you'll see how good Shakur Stevenson is. Like
with power, because Robinson got good footwork, but he had no power. You know what I mean? So.
But see the footwork. The footwork is telling because if you can be in front of him and punch, then the power ain't gonna be as big a deal because you're gonna be able to connect more on him consistently. See, because if you don't have, because if you don't run from you, your power ain't gonna matter anyway.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna bet fucking Shakur to not beat Mario Barrios. Like, nah, that's nah, absolutely not.
I mean, that's a big dude. Pause.
That's a big struggle, dude. Pause, nigga. Like, nah, like, you know, what are we talking?
He's an interim WBC champ. Like, what do you think he's? I mean, just because of the Aquador fight, you think he's trash pat? You think he's like?
Bro, I see this thing. I'm
like so stubborn,
if there's one thing I've been wildly consistent about is how Barrios, like, very consistent. So that, like, it's not like I criticize him all the time. Like, no, like the Ugas fight is more like Ugas just being fucking washed. You know, than more
Ugas
anything.
was never that great.
People were picking Ugas to win that fight. I'm just saying, who
the fuck picked Ugas to win that shit?
But you know, everybody gets their excuse, like, you know, their wins discredited. So every boxer gets their win discredited. It seems like so.
Yeah, I don't see.
Who get this on like Barrios? That's it. Like, just you can save all the other shit.
Yeah, like, you know, Barrios is gonna have to go through some real gauntlet shit for me to actually get, like I said, for me to actually recognize him like you guys recognize him. Like, nah, like. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
I look at that more as of a matchup. Like,
give him Crowley, give Boots Stanionis at the winners face off. You know what I'm saying? Let Bud drop the belts. Come on, Bud. You're my dude, but you need to let's get these welterweights going. Let's get some real title fights on.
Nah, it don't matter if they're gonna fight in empty Coliseum somewhere.
I mean, Boots has one of them. He needs to make a fight. He has one.
I mean, but Stanionis has the regular, and you know, Barrios got the interim. You know what I'm saying? So like, if Bud drops the belts, you know, PBC can have somewhat of a welterweight stable again. Like, I mean, it's not what like Porter.
You didn't have a stable
going to do
before.
if he dropped the belt.
I mean, the welterweights. I mean, they only had one good year in the last 12 years. Like, what stable? Like, really?
Well,
like,
I mean, these guys mixing it up with each other. You know, on that
they
side.
only had one good year of that, and that was 2019.
But I mean, at least those 4 or 5 guys on PBC side, you know, I'll mix it up. Other than Thurman Spence.
Well, you must be 154. They do it at PBC. 154 gets that credit. 147 does not. Like, nah.
154 is the hell division. I'm just saying 147.
154 just has names. They don't do shit in there.
147, we had title fights between Porter, Thurman, and Swift. Like,
2019 was the only year that you actually saw that division on PBC side actually move. Like, actually have some movement, actually have significant fights, actually have fight of the years. Like, their last good fight that they had at that weight, probably it was like Stanionis and what's his name, the other the Russian cat. I can't remember his name right now.
Butayev.
Yeah, Butayev. Yeah, like that was, and then you know it's actual goddamn shame too with the talent they have. Like,
I mean, the Villas Ellis fight was good. I mean, you know, it's a good fight, decent fight. I'm just saying.
You see, you. I mean, I judge that division hard because they have.
See, this is the thing. Like, you okay? And see, this is why I say niggas be hypocrites, yo. Like, the way you judging this shit is just as hard as.
But
I say Andre is judging the zone, but it's like when you do it, it's like. But when I do it, it's like it's like
no. I said I said 154 is the best division. I gave praise to what I praise that decision all the time.
Maybe I'm just biased because
I don't know what you're saying about 147. I shit on 147 consistently.
I'm just saying, 154 has great fights, of course. I'm just saying 147 is a glory division. Personally, it's like my favorite division. Historically, I'm just saying like. There's been fights that have been made, title fights between quality fighters, Yeah, 154, obviously, I think 140 taking them out, but 154 held it down for years.
154 is the crown jewel of that, and 140 was until these niggas got into some diva shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on 140 these days, but 154 is still that division. Like, no, 147 is still like.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why we're getting Thurman Zoo.
Well, we talked about the Monday last week.
Thurman's getting cashed out, unfortunately.
There was a lull. I mean, we did talk about there was a lull when Jamel got the belts. But yeah, 154 is always going to be a division. It's always been a division that has, hella battles and wars.
Yeah, but 147 it's only significant fight, fight like a Spence and Crawford fight, and then obviously people can't stop talking about that damn fight.
Well, it's a reset.
I mean, when one of them is going on like a non-stop victory lap. Like, bro, it be a football game. This nigga bring it up. He go fishing, bring it up.
that was kind of fucked up.
Like, bro, like we get it. Like, goddamn.
Cowboys tweet. But then again, Spence, went out and made excuses. So whatever, fair game, fair play.
Yeah, dude, the way, but I'm just saying, it's just funny. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, you could have been using all this time to be building up another fight, because the whole Spence shit was always iffy from the get-go.
That was kind of fucked up. He said that the Packers treated the Cowboys like he did Errol Spence.
Which was hilarious, too.
Yeah.
That was
Cool.
hilarious.
Like, you've been better off saying that against the next nigga you gonna fight. We already know what you did with Spence. You've been telling us and we seen it. Could have been saying that, well, this would look like a fight with me and Boots.
But I'm saying y'all would like a Boots standing on this fight, right? I mean, obviously it's a great.
I fucks with that fight.
Stanionis has to fight in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 2 years, but if they end up fighting.
I mean, if y'all cool with Thurman Zoo, shit.
I'm hearing Boots
What's wrong with
Barrios.
Stanionis Boots?
I'm hearing Boots Barrios, but I think maybe it's kind of
because Barrios calling him out.
Because
Crowley's trying to make some motion because 147 just be lame.
Crowley's ready to retire. I feel like they gave Ennis them offered Crowley a fight because he's mandatory, and Crowley's like, I'm going to retire and shit. Like, yeah, it's just kind of.
Yeah, that's why the 147 is a mess right now. It's just one good thing right, and then after it's a mess. Like nothing that ever really moves that division except for like one fucking year. That's why I don't. Yeah, that's why 147 needs to.
It's every other year division.
And even before Crawford unified, it was still a mess, and it's probably still a mess now. So it's just there's a clear number one nigga at that division, So that's the only difference. So even though most people don't like that he's number one.
Nah, niggas don't care unless he's.
You're talking about Bud.
Fight number 2 now.
To me, I feel like Ennis is number one. I feel like Bud's just gonna move. I don't think Bud's gonna fight at 147 again. So to me, I thought you were talking about Ennis being number one, and everybody, right? Because I think Ennis is probably the best one.
But dude, let's be honest. Crawford only gonna fight once this year.
Crawford's pretty much he probably got 1 or 2 fights left. You know what I mean? Probably 154. Maybe fight at 154, try to get another division. We'll see what happens with it.
I mean, the man downplayed every possible fight. I don't know what y'all want him to do. Crawford might retire in that fight.
I always thought the Zoo fight was a big fight, but I think he should fight the winner of Thurman Zoo.
I mean, he would have to. I mean, they already fighting. That's what I'm saying. Like, he could have made that fight.
Yeah, Marquez. Yeah,
shit. Like, they knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Crawford's on the 1 fight a year plan. For the most part.
Yeah, Marquez, I agree. Yeah, 147 is on dial-up. Yeah, of course it is. Like it's always been on dial-up. Like except for that 1 year where I got a T1 upgrade, but after that it got downgraded back to fucking 14.4 modem speed. Like yeah,
it'll heat up when Boots moves up. I feel like when Al-Haney and Taylor then move up eventually.
I don't see welterweight heating up just immediately like that.
Yeah,
even
it's going to be a little slow for a bit.
Because Josh Taylor don't belong at 140. If he fighting Catterall again at 140, same thing happens.
It's going to be slow for a bit, but welterweight will be back. It's always back.
Welterweight is never always back. It just stays in a way where you'll get 1 significant or 2 significant fights every other year.
Because it's like the mini heavyweight division. It's a glory division. It's the money division for the smaller guys.
Heavyweight got more motion than that.
Welterweight hasn't been shit really since the days of Margarito and the Punisher and Pacquiao and Mosley and Floyd and that was when welterweight was really popping. Zab Judah. Fucking Corey Spinks.
Yeah, it felt like you had like a big welterweight fight like 3 or 4 times a year. Like now it just seems like you're lucky if you get a Swift Porter fight once a year.
Yeah. See that like
Amir Khan and Crawford, and you're like, all right, that's welterweight.
Yeah, I mean a different time. I'm just saying 147 is the money division for the smaller guys. Besides now Tank at 135, so there's going to be some of that bullshit ass marination as opposed to like 140, 154. Those 2 divisions they'll catch wreck. You know what I'm saying? But 147 is I don't know. I
mean, they call it a glory division, but there's no glory in it. Like, there's like no. I don't think there's a real Hall of Famer in there outside of Pacquiao. Like, in recent times, like there's really none right now. I mean, Crawford is probably the closest one. Crawford probably is a Hall of Famer at this point.
Crawford's Hall of Famer.
Of course.
Yeah, but in terms of
he's not an all-time great, the way niggas be trying to say.
He might be, but whatever. But he's a Hall of Famer.
Why the fuck? No, stop. This is a nigga who don't even want to fight Boots or Zoo, and we're talking about he's already an all-time great. With this
the first guy to ever
really?
be two-time undisputed the 4-belt division. How can you not say he's not? You know? I mean, how can you completely shut it down?
Because of the opponents, nigga. Jeez.
I'm saying, how do you completely shut that down though? You can't completely for the first guy
No
ever.
one's shutting it down. No, look, Hall of Famer is Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer for
All-time great is all-time great. When you're saying all-time great, you're putting Crawford up there with a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard. What win is comparable to anything Sugar Ray Leonard has done?
It ain't gonna be the same. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think
Crawford, it ain't gonna be the same.
You know, boxing we do mythical matchups. I'm just saying, I feel like Crawford might be able to hang with any welterweight. You know,
but that ain't enough. Hanging with them niggas, this ain't fucking hanging with.
And also being the first two-time undisputed, 4-division, champion in male history. I mean, I'm just saying.
You ain't fought nobody them two. Jeez, y'all niggas every fucking time y'all pull out this goddamn Crawford like. This man fought like Murderer's Row. Like, nigga got a Spence and Porter win out of damn. Like Spence, Porter, Gamboa, Postal. Like,
this is 3-division, two-time undisputed. I'm just saying, I know the names are.
Those are the 4 best names out of like how many divisions?
3.
Like, I'm cool. A Hall of Famer, yeah, no doubt. But when you say all-time great, son, that's what
all-time great welterweight. Sure, why not?
I mean, those are impressive wins. Oh my god, like
those are impressive wins, though.
Before this, people were saying
the way they were, yes, the name, but. That's impressive for Hall of Fame. We're talking about all-time great.
I've seen people say,
you don't know there's a difference.
I've seen Spence polls. I've seen Spence polls before he got fried. I saw Spence polls. Him versus
That's ain't even going to be a Hall of Famer.
I'm just saying people compare those fighters, and like Spence has been meant. People were saying crazy shit about Spence. What I'm saying.
Spence was on trajectory to go to the Hall of Fame. Especially if he would have beat Bud. After that, it's like, we don't know no more. But, if it was up in the air for him, it's like, come on. Like, so he automatically,
but we talked about
y'all overrating that shit a bit.
We talked about LB. The Hall of Very Good, they might throw Spence in. I mean, I'm like,
the Hall of Very Good. Yeah, that's cool. But the Hall of Fame is something else. And then you have all-time great? Like,
I never
Jeez.
Not Spence.
Let me ask you this. Who's closer to the all-time, being an all-time great? Andre Ward or Crawford?
I'd probably have to say, you're asking the wrong guy. I'd pick Crawford over Ward.
Well, wait, hold up. Ward got a better resume. Is he?
I mean, he got a gold medal, but one guy was undisputed twice.
I mean, when I talk about all-time great, I'm talking about this overall skill set from what I can see that guy can do.
Yes, we get it. Dude, all-time great is all of that. You have to look at resume too.
Yeah, resume. The names aren't going to be like Oscar and Floyd with 8-10 niggas. Like 8-10 legit. Hall of Fame level fighters. What fighter right now? Okay, hold on, real quick. In boxing, what fighter right now has 10 to 12 besides Canelo? What fighter has 10 to 12 legit names? Like, damn, like compared to back in the day, it's not gonna be the same. That's all I'm saying. It's not gonna be the same. Like, I don't know.
We know that, but you have to compare the Canelos because those are remember they calling this nigga all-time great, and we know that's like,
I mean, Canelo's an all-time great Mexican fighter.
Okay, Terrence Crawford's an all-time black fighter. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that sounds kind of wild. How you said that, nigga. That sounds mad wild.
I mean, that's what you just said. This nigga literally said, "Well, Mexicans." Great Mexican fighter.
I don't know. Maybe I just read Twitter too much. People, Canelo's all-time the best Mexican fighter of all time, type of shit like that. I've seen a lot of people say that shit on social.
I mean, damn. If that's jumping out the window, then I'm not jumping out the window saying Crawford is one of the best black fighters of all time. Like, y'all pretty much saying that when y'all say he an all-time great. I put a color to it, and now niggas is like, hold on, wait, hold on, bro. This light skin running this fucking mouth too much. Like, nah, I'm just saying, like, the fuck, like.
And
I mean, is Spence better than Kovalev? Has Spence had a better career than Kovalev?
I mean,
that's actually very debatable. Kovalev, you'd have to probably give it to Kovalev. On that.
All right. Does Crawford have a win better than Arthur Abraham?
Arthur Abraham's best win is Taylor. Yeah, Jermaine Taylor. That's pretty much embodied. Jermaine Taylor.
And Miranda, but that's.
I wouldn't. I'm not Miranda. Nah.
It was prime Miranda, nigga, and it was the fuckery that went with the bout.
Yeah,
that was an empty arena. Nobody would have cared, nigga.
Nah, that first of all, that nigga should have not won that first fight. In some of the I'm not gonna get worked up over that fight. Like,
I mean, being the first guy to stop Porter and Spence is pretty good to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, Abraham is.
That's dope. I'm just saying, like,
drop both guys multiple times. Guys have never.
The first person to stop Porter was Kenny, but
yeah. Facts he tells. Damn, both resumes are very good. Like I don't know. Like,
Ward's book, it's incomplete because when he basically he won the light heavyweight belts. He defended them and then he had to retire because his body was breaking down. Where Better Beef was like his mandatory. Like,
people say Better Beef. And I also, real quick, I love Ward, but a lot of fighters that we talk about have, some lofty, like some sort of disputed decisions. Oh, they got a gift. That never happened with Crawford. I'm just comparing everything. We're talking about everything. Crawford has looked pretty much dominated.
No. That's a good point. That's a great point. Because I thought Ward lost to Kovalev that first fight.
I ain't gonna lie. I got him back in the boxing back then, and I watched Ward, and I was like, he probably lost that fight. I feel like
all that fucking backing up. Like,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
he got kind
of. You don't
think
he lost that first Kovalev fight?
No, I do not.
Oh wow. Well, I forget, man. Your scoring be all goddamn crazy anyway, nigga. You good?
No, not this time. And I rewatched it, and I still don't think he won that fight. I don't think Kovalev won that fight.
How many
rounds won by a round? You think Ward won by a round or like 2 rounds?
I think I gave Kovalev.
Oh, he muted himself.
So I believe I gave Kovalev 5 rounds. So I don't think he won that fight.
And with the knockdown?
With the knockdown, it's like, yeah. Oh, okay, well, yeah.
With the knockdown, he still loses the fight.
Yeah.
Damn, wow. But I forgot you like that back foot boxing, and that's
I don't know. I remember P said you thought Thurman beat Pacquiao, right?
Yeah, I scored it for Thurman, but I see why.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, the punch stats.
If a nigga move backward with a jab, that's enough to win the round for King P. So he's not good at those type of scoring those type of fights because
Thurman's stupid. In the beginning of the fight, Thurman tried to walk Pacquiao down, and
he did it. That's when he had his most success when he was walking Pacquiao down.
I'm just saying he got dropped in the first round, but I'm just saying, like, as the fight went on, Thurman was landing more punches and everything, but that body shot, it was a close fight.
Yeah,
that pissed me off.
It was close, but he ain't win that goddamn fight.
Ward definitely gets it for the Super Six because, like I said, because Ward before Super Six, I thought Ward was gonna be a washout because I was already jaded on the Olympic on the boxing U.S. boxing Olympic team by then. So I was thinking to myself, oh, good, he got an Olympic gold medal. Okay, when's he gonna lose now?
The Kessler win ranks high in my book too.
Yeah, the Kessler win absolutely. I mean,
I don't know what win Crawford got comparable to that. Mm-hmm. And then don't fucking tell me damn Postal.
I mean, Kessler was an operator. Kessler has my respect. Kessler was a fucking warrior in that division.
The Danish warrior.
Yeah. And Ward kind of chopped him up in that fight, like badly. I mean, some of it was dirty headbutts, but he put his foot in his ass.
Yeah, he was getting the Andre Wardington on.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh shit!
Ward,
Damn, this bars.
Yeah, Ward beat his ass though. So yeah, I will do it. But I mean, it's like difficult because with Ward, like Ward's resume, the bulk of his resume is the Super Six and Kovalev. So and it's feeling like he could have done more.
You throw that gold medal on that shit too, though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's the last Olympic gold medalist and stuff like that. So yeah, so I can see.
Yeah, I don't want niggas in the comments and saying Teresa Shields. so just remember male,
yeah. But I mean, like I said, I mean, Ward for me, like, it's just incomplete compared to, because I mean, I know Ward couldn't do more because
Crawford's shit incomplete and he's still active.
Well, that's the thing, like, I mean, because the time, it's not if Crawford retired now, then you could probably really judge. But I mean, Crawford can win at 154.
Well, see, I know he might retire.
How's it incomplete if he's a Hall of Famer?
I'm ask Pat because Ward's a Hall of Famer to me. I don't think he's an all-time great. He's a Hall of Famer.
No, it's because
Tim Riley was a good fighter.
Yeah, because Ward only had 30 fights. Like, that's like, that's like.
And he wasn't Sugar Ray Leonard with them 30 fights either.
Right. Yeah, Lord, I still remember, like, God forbid you criticize him for fighting on HBO Latino. Yeah, like, niggas you just want to watch Ward fight. Like, nigga, he's fighting on fucking HBO Latino. What the fuck is she talking about? Like,
remember, that doesn't matter.
Now, I used to get into that shit all the time, or the fact that when he fought the other Paul, was it Paul Smith?
BET After Dark.
Yeah. He fought up on the fucking Rock Nation card or whatever, and that fight was kind of tedious. You couldn't tell niggas nothing though. Like, that's the thing about. I was like, yeah, no,
I don't know. He got the weirdest stands. Like, I think his stands to me were like more annoying than anybody. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
like, they would act like this niggas like Floyd, Sugar Ray Leonard, Robinson, Ali, all wrapped in one with gold medals. I'm just like, the fuck y'all seeing this boring ass nigga?
I mean, he was tough, no question about it. He was a tough guy, and he was tough to beat, though. But there were a lot of excuses made for Andre Ward, like on occasion. But like I said, but it incomplete because he had like 30 fights, and he was relatively young. It wasn't like Super Six is the quote unquote murderer's row, but it's just like it just felt like it was just low because like, damn, 175 is kind of heating up, like it's still there, and he had to retire because his body was breaking down. So it's just like it wasn't like that's why I was like, yeah, it felt incomplete. But
we'll see what happens with Thurman. I mean, not Thurman. Well, we will see what happens with Thurman. We'll see what happens. I guess we'll see what happens with Crawford this year and see if he can solidify his all-time greatness. And it's like I'm not even hating on this nigga. I know people think I be hating on dude, but I just see so much greatness in his ability, and I just be wanting him to just like
give you more,
have better fights, like be better at competition because I know he can.
I mean, that's how I feel about Tank.
Yeah, that's true.
So you understand how I feel then.
Yeah, Crawford at least wraps up his divisions. Tank, I'm ready to wrap up one of these fucking divisions.
But it's like Tank. Crawford don't even have the names in those divisions like Tank.
Did y'all see Coach Calvin say that he doubled up on it, that he's never going to have Tank fight Shakur? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm just like, that's obviously his coach should really speak for him, like saying he's not gonna fight whatever, because that's one of the main niggas in his division. That's niggas will want to see that fight regardless. Of that.
The fight was going on right after the fight. He's like, he shut down. I don't want to have my guy fight that guy.
I mean.
Damn, niggas really scared of that fucking footwork.
I think Tank's talented and smart. I think his IQ, I think he could catch him, but obviously there's a risk because Shakur is a great defensive fighter.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing. Like, if there's a risk,
still great.
There should be a risk in the fight. Yeah, no, I know.
The great fighters throw themselves into the actual fire. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like, I mean, that's why we have Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire is a fucking all-time great. Like, that motherfucker threw himself into the fire all the time, every single time. I mean, did it when he was at an advanced age. You know, and it's sad that a 40-year-old can do this, but a young nigga can't do it.
Yeah, that's with that zero and
problem.
You know, obviously, Hank's first test when he was young, beating Pedraza. You know, that's people say. Unfortunately, that's his best win because now he's just on the easy streak because he's a cash cow. It is.
But it's Pedraza. Pedraza is not supposed to be like. I know. It's supposed to be one of his good wins. It shouldn't be lauded as probably his best win. That's the problem. Like, you know, this is 135. He's dealing with like this is an issue. Like he has to. This is where I say that he has to get into better fights. Ryan Garcia is not because Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight. Like you see him right now, he's confused now. He's over here like that win is not aging well because Ryan Garcia doesn't know who he's fighting or.
I mean, because everybody keep ducking Ryan Garcia though,
huh?
Everybody keep ducking him. I mean, you see Rolly and Cruz fighting each other.
Oscar went rogue on. Oscar's trying to make Ryan lose before he goes to PBC. I feel like Oscar's really trying to make Ryan lose again.
No, he wants him to be great. That's the thing. It's like, you know, because Ryan is not. He's not put into no hard fights.
No,
like
Oscar, they don't want that tank fight. That's why they left him in after, like, you know.
He doesn't want Ryan doesn't want the handy fight. He killed all the negotiations just to go run after Rolly and shit, and then Rolly played him. Like, you know, now he's facing fucking like Isaac Cruz, and yeah, like, you know, he's not.
And Rolly, see, because that's the fucked up thing is the best fight for both of them was always Rolly versus Ryan, but the thing is, like, Rolly could very well lose to Cruz, and then what happens? Like the belt and him and a potential Ryan Garcia fight was the only reason he was even around. We even cared about dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like there's no other damn big fights out there for him. You know, he's gonna have to start bodying some serious niggas before we say, all right, I want to see a take rematch. And no, Cruz doesn't count.
Right.
And he could very well lose that fight. So it's like, you know, I feel like Ryan Garcia is still in a good position, but he has to fight a real person. Like,
who you got real quick, Bill? Who you got in the Rolly Pitbull fight? Like real before, you know, just the early talk about it.
A part of me is leaning toward Cruz only because he fought someone kind of taller, bigger than him last time, and he kind of has a little experience with dealing with that, whereas Rolly, he's never fought somebody like Cruz before. The closest is Tank with his stature and height, but
they don't fight alike at all.
They don't fight alike, so and then Cruz has the defense, and we know he could walk him down.
But Rolly's just a big dude that probably could fight at 147 eventually. I'm just saying, like, Rolly's a really, you know,
he is, but. See, if I'm more confident Rolly would have beat Ryan Garcia than Cruz.
Really?
The reason being because Rolly is strong on the inside, and he can be aggressive. And Ryan Garcia may have the quicker hands, but he keeps his chin up, and he doesn't have any type of inside or mid-range game like that.
See, I feel like Ryan would knock out Rolly. Personally.
Yeah, if he closed his eyes and they just exchanging wildly, because that's what would happen.
Yeah,
you saw the sparring before, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen the sparring.
Dude, like, I know people like to say sparring ain't an indication. Oh, hey, what up, my nigga? Hey, what up, Deontay Jones? What it do? Salute.
What's good, Deontay Jones?
Yeah, Ryan, that's chat. I know. Well, okay, see. A lot of people like to make it seem like sparring doesn't mean anything, but a lot of times sparring gives you like a PG-13 version of how a real fight would go between niggas.
It gives you a rough draft.
Yeah, thank you. That's a better word for a rough draft. Like Porter Thurman, we saw that sparring fight ends up being the same, just a damn full-blown version of it. Ryan Garcia and Rolly, these niggas is going to be tentative as fuck. and then one of them's gonna finally commit to a big punch, and they're gonna fucking end up clinching or missing clinching, and then they're gonna just be combative in the clinch, and you're gonna need like a Jay Nady type of fucking ref to break these motherfuckers apart. You might see a Daenerys Regendow type of knockdown where somebody gets hit during the break, clinch, whatever. Like, it has the potential to be an ugly fight, but I think Rolly might take Ryan's punch better than Ryan could take Rolly. I don't know.
Yeah, there'll be some kind of crazy exchange, yeah.
Yeah, but we at least know Rolly could control Ryan if they start clinching and grappling and muscling around. And Ryan get frustrated easy. Rolly don't. He just too slow to realize he getting frustrated.
Yeah, unless you crack him like Barroso did, and then you have him struggle boxing and shit.
Yeah. And that could happen as well, but it's a bad style clash up, but it's still the best fight for both of them if you're looking at publicity, fame, money, the bag, all of that. Cruz could spoil all of that, and it's on them. I mean, they ain't the fight made now, shit.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Cruz should actually beat him, though. I'm not because I'm not high on Rolly like that. Like, Cruz absolutely beat him. And if he doesn't, then
Rolly could just outbox this nigga from a distance too if he is disciplined enough. If he do what he did against Tank for like the first 4 rounds, and he does that to Cruz and just do that for the distance, he very well could. But it's just he don't have a discipline like that. He's gonna land a decent shot and lose all sense of mind trying to knock it out. So whatever, like we'll see. Overall, it's a decent card. What grade y'all give it? A B?
Probably. I mean, I'll give it a B, but it can nothing really higher than that though.
Yeah, it's not a damn. They sure ain't no A, nigga. Sure. I ain't gonna argue with you on that. if Pat giving it a B, I know y'all probably give it a B as well. Dude. Like, hey, nigga, chill, bro. Like what?
Nah, I can't.
Come on, dude. Really? Like I fucks with you, but come on, sir, Kanan. Mm-hmm. You really give that Thurman? What's his name? Zoo, Ryan Roley, Fundora. What's his name? All that. That's an A to you?
Nah, that's not an A card. PBC has done A cards before. That's not one. This ain't one of them. Like,
yeah, that's decent though for a first start out though. Like I give them that. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I said, like Pete said, for this most likely it's a jump off because they're gonna be instituting a new whatever, like a something just to handle the payment. They probably want to do that because obviously they're going to the streaming age, so they want to make sure. You probably learned from the whole thing with people paying for DAZN shit. Like, I mean, DAZN has ways you can do it, for pay-per-views, whatever. They want to make sure that the issues that DAZN probably had and people who are on the internet, PPC doesn't have when they try to order this shit on Prime through Amazon.
And my last note on that, real quick, in regard to the whole PB, I hope that they give us somewhat of a rollout and let us know, give us like the halfway schedule. Give us, hopefully we, as the month goes, we get a couple of fight announcements, with Tank and Canelo, obviously Canelo's going to be in May, and Tank will probably be in between that. So.
I mean, it all depends because, like I said, because I mean, again with that, because Amazon's only committing to maybe 14, 15 shows. It's the whole plan. It's not we're getting weekly shows from them. Like we don't even know what PPC is
13 or 14. Is it the year or is it of March? Is it going to be the end of 2024 or is it that's what I'm confused on.
It's for the year, but we don't know what. Like I mean, obviously it's not.
I mean, that's enough to spread out. Look, there's 12 months in the year. So you can give me 15 good cards. Then hey, I mean, shit, that's something. But damn, make them good though. They all can't be B's.
Give me Angry Fist on one of the. They better be a couple free ones. I mean, obviously they need, they need to have some kind of triple header, Showtime triple header for quote unquote free. What I mean? Not all pay per view, obviously.
Well, yeah, they need to have something like that's kind of at least just that's part of the actual. You have Prime, you get to watch it, that type of shit. So that's the thing. Like, not everything can be a Prime pay-per-view. Like, that's no.
Yeah, they're gonna kill the game before they get started. He said, "Okay, listen, I'm judging based off how entertaining I think the fights will be. Thurman's boxing ability is going to give Tim hella problems, and Rolling Cruz is going to be a vicious slugfest." I mean, you overstating it a little bit, but yeah, we doing the same thing. Like, based off the fights, I think Thurman and Zoo could be a pretty decent fight. Out of 1 through 10, I think the entertainment factor on that could be like an 8 or a 9. Rolly Cruz, that could be like a 7 or an 8. I don't know about Vicious Slugfest. But that could be decent. And the other two fights, they could be like a 7 or an 8. Like nothing really making me say, "Hey, fight of the year" on this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a jump off card, but like I said, and most people, the expectation, it probably could have been something a little bit more better than that, but it's what it is. It's like, it's not like, it's not A level. Like, if that's A level, you're doing PBC a disservice calling it an A level card. Nah, it's a card for purpose, but it's not like, it will be A level.
I get a fight of the year off of that card, though. It's possible. I won't, I know anything's possible, but that card might yield like something. You're either gonna get a KO of the year or a fight of the year, but it'll yield something for the sport.
I mean, if we get 2 2s for fight of the years on there, then that might be an A level card that has to deliver. But if on paper it's not.
I mean, you can't say A level after the fact. It's like it's always before.
It does. I mean, be honest though. Even though people hate on PBC, even the haters on PBC, it gets the sport going when PBC get shit popular.
They move the sport, bro. It's like, and they really promote niggas. So.
And the poll
what it is.
The poll indicates that because it was literally even between some people love it, some don't, some are in the middle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we see that the fight, even if the fight's in the middle, or it's a super fight, it matters. So, like, I don't know, like the people who've spoken with these Twitter polls, may the force be with you in making these fights and events in the future.
It's okay. Well, it's all Miss Bitch stuff. I was like, okay, Miss Bitch is doing her usual
French Montana looking like nigga.
Yeah, work
like French Montana. That French toast looking ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Shutter White.
I actually look black. Like French Montana. Like he ain't black. So he Moroccan or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
But I think we gave that card enough of our rants and shit like that.
Yeah, damn, they did the preview episode for them motherfuckers.
Yeah, know, right? Right, so I guess we can get into the non-boxing shit, though.
Yeah, I'll kick it off.
I mean, we can talk about Brick Lady. Rhoda. Yeah, First of all, like, because I mean, it seems like all she does is like lie, like, because I just obviously. I mean, it's just stemming from the whole brick thing, and then obviously she's like, oh, someone because I know she was like, I know because that was the whole thing. Like I think everyone jumped in. It's like, oh, it was like what someone hit her with a brick and no black man helped her and shit like that and stuff like that. And for a minute, like black men were kind of getting demonized for that shit.
Calling niggas bullet bags and shit.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch like online was disgusting. Like Twitter shit was disgusting. With some of the shit that was how black men were getting described for this shit, and then they did a whole GoFundMe shit. I think they raised like $42,000 or whatever. But it took someone else on Twitter to realize, oh, wait a minute, she's done this before. Like she's been on some scam shit before. And then I think the police were kind of like got involved and they were like, something that the story is not really adding up, and she, eventually he's like, yeah, there's a warrant out for her arrest. And she finally, she turned herself in and she had to surrender her passport and everything. and it's kind of hard. And then, let's say, and just the people that know her, like, obviously she's a PhD student, but she's like excommunicated from her family. She's Muslim, but she goes around getting into altercations with men, and but she can't, and then people is like, she's kind of a shitty person, but she got a whole BBL and shit like that. And
yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I scrolled down because I never really paid much mind. I scrolled down and saw that ass, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't expect that. That's all. I didn't expect.
Well, probably that's your nature, probably. It
was the first post. How could y'all never saw? Especially now, Twitter's terrible with all the ass out.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that. I
knew this bitch was thick, but like she never was like attractive looking. She just looked too like she looked like crazy, like something in her eyes. Like I wouldn't talk to that bitch.
Yeah, no, yeah, she's dumb crazy, like stuff like that. But right? But I think now she's in jail. I don't know if she's out in jail. She's out on bail or whatever. But
wasn't I think her bail was like 10,000 or something.
She basically justly Smollett it, but got money off of it.
Yeah, because like I said, because you can't, because that's because she got, because her making the GoFundMe is the reason why she got arrested. Because you can't, fraud is a crime. You can't, and luckily though, the money that she got from that was refunded to all the people. So, but I every time I see her, though, I'm just like, yo, she's just dumb crazy. Like she doesn't she needs to be like institutionalized or something like that. Like she's clearly not working with a full deck. Personally, and honestly, I feel like if they don't really give her consequences, she's just gonna do it again. Because. If she, she's a habitual liar. She habitually line steps, and it's just like, honestly, I'll never forget. And honestly, I'll never support her for anything because, like I said, just off the fact that she, her the whole little thing demonized black men. Like they were black men. They were like Twitter was so bad. Like people were just like. Automatically, it was like a black man ain't shit. Like, they didn't even help her out. Like, they were just doing this. And
yeah, they believed this dusty bitch for no reason.
It was just blindly, even as the inconsistencies were kind of adding up, and it's just like, and it only took her getting arrested until and it was there was no outpouring of apologies or anything like that. It was just,
I still believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck out of here. Seriously.
I mean, she ruined it for I ain't gonna lie, the bitches last year been ruining for the bitches.
Facts.
The one chick who act like she was kidnapped, and the brick bitch, what the fuck? What's wrong with you, dusty scallywags? Like y'all on some Muppet Baby shit with these fairy tales.
Yeah, because obviously, they actually raised $42,000 for her. What she was going to do with that was just go on vacations and probably get more surgery or some shit like that. That's all she was going to do with that money. That's
big ass fucking forehead.
Shit. Even the picture in her GoFundMe was of her eating a watermelon, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Who does that?
It's fitting for her cool ass. So yeah.
Yeah, it's that's why I'm just I wouldn't even donate. If I saw a black woman on there talk about help her recover, and she's eating a whole watermelon and smiling, and showing her teeth, I'd be like, what? Yeah,
I donate a black eye. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might as well go and put a video of you tap dancing. You serious? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad. I'm glad someone blew the whistle on her, and I'm glad the police for once did their job. And some shit didn't add up, and I'm glad that GoFundMe was okay, you know what? Yeah, this is fraud. Okay, we're gonna refund all the money. For all the money to people, and then they banned her too, so she can never really do it again. Of course, there's always third parties and shit like that, but she can never, I guess, do it under. I forgot what you actually need for the GoFundMe, and I guess if there's some sort of information that's mandatory, but yeah, she can never do it again. That's
man, but shit's crazy because remember at one point, remember when this was some years ago, and I know it was posted on the Kali at one point, but remember when Willie D was banned from the internet? You laughing, but you remember though, right?
Yeah.
It was something to do with iPhones or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But this nigga, he back on, and he not even back on. He back on with a podcast, nigga. So, I mean, anything's possible, yo. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like I said.
But please, they need to do a better job of, keeping the dusty broads like this off.
Yeah, it's clear, she's clear she has no use, in today's society. I heard that she's a mother, too, and, and, someone needs to raise... Some of the DCS needs to get involved in her life too. I don't hear nothing about that. Like any broad that does all this crazy shit clearly needs to be investigated, and and see like the welfare of her child and everything. Like seriously, But yeah, but at least now, like I said, I mean, she's out on bail, and she's gonna be doing court any day soon. So she's gonna be fine to clear her name. So hopefully she won't get into any more mischief.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then just another thing I wanted to rant about too, because only because I'm just starting seeing this, but it just started earlier this week when I saw, when 50 put a picture of himself on Instagram, and 50 is looking like, and I was telling guys, like, he looked like he was kind of smoking a little bit. I was like, why does this nigga look like a smoker? Like, what's going on? Like, this nigga looked like he's like real thin, like his face was all, because people who take off weight improperly, it's like you can tell they did something unnatural. But his was just like the latest case because Busta Rhymes had this shit. I saw this, and Oprah had this shit. And this is also thing this is kind of more like a real like issue. Like people abusing drugs that are supposed to treat diabetes, like people who are diabetic, they're supposed to use those drugs to lower their blood sugar, but people are finding out now they have side effects that can help you lose weight. So people who are not diabetic are getting these drugs and abusing them. And you can, and like I said, and it's the rate, like you have influencers talking about this shit. You have celebs talking about this shit. Fucking Elon Musk talking about that. He takes that shit.
What's his drug called? Sorry, what's his drug called?
It's it's Ozempic. That's the name of it. And you can see that shit too, because like with 50, I mean, I know 50 is kind of he's disciplined. Like in 50 is because I remember years ago he lost all that weight for that B movie he did. The shit where he played a cancer patient. I think he dropped he went to like 160 fucking pounds. Like that shit was like, but then that was not for, but it was for a B movie. I know he's disciplined, but this nigga had been looking like, this nigga been looking big. I mean, he got clowned for his appearance during the Super Bowl halftime show where this nigga was upside down, looking like he had been eating good, and then he was in Expendables 4. It looked like he was eating good, and then all of a sudden, within like 3-4 weeks, this nigga's like he's like thin. Same thing with Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes used to be like he was skinny in the 90s. Then, he got on the Aftermath plan. Everyone knows that because, there was that time where all the Aftermath rappers, they all had that look to them. Dre, M50, Busta Rhymes, they were all on, they all had that look to them. And then after that, Busta kind of looked, he got big. You could tell he looked big and he got like kind of obese. And then, then he got big and brolic. And then all of a sudden, he lost the weight. People should not be using diabetic drugs to lose weight. This is just like this shit ain't natural. Like, cause they have this look. They just look like they're like, cause the face and the neck, they don't lie. Like you can tell with some of them, like if that shit's unnatural. You can't drop that weight like that, just like that. Cause when you come off that shit, it's just going to come back. That's how it always does. It's like, and it's a trip to me too. Cause I even know people that I know that are thinking about, like, people that, all they need to do is, get in the gym, 3-4 days a week and just do that shit. But they see them doing it, it's like, okay, well, maybe I should go ask my doctor for this shit. Like, no, people, like, people got to understand, like, you got to put in some work to lose some weight. You can't just be like sitting there on your ass wishing the weight and then thinking like sticking, taking a needle or something like that with some medicine and it's going to help you lose this goddamn weight. No, you can't do that. It's not natural. And I already know it's going to be like I can immediately see it. It's going to be the way for a little bit. I know that's of course until there's like a shortage and shit, and then you see niggas like they'll blow up and wait again as they should. But yeah, like motherfuckers should really just go to the fucking gym, especially Hollywood motherfuckers. If you have the mind to get the best trainers and shit like that, you don't need you don't need diabetic drugs to help you lose fucking weight. It's not natural.
Busy, nigga. He busy trying to make shows. He ain't got time to be doing all that shit. 50 has a work ethic, and I know this too. So, but I can tell. I know he does, but still, like, I mean, if he wasn't so busy, then maybe he would have used the work ethic. But then you assuming anyway, though, nigga. How you know?
Because bro, I've been in the gym. Like I've been in the gym since I was 17. Like I've seen things. I know when niggas are doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. It's the same thing as Jonathan Majors was stick thin, and all of a sudden this nigga's fucking Mr. Universe. Like, I mean, or fucking Will Smith for a minute was brolic, was skinny as shit. Then he did Ali, and this nigga was brolic. Like, or Ed Norton, and when he did American History X, this nigga had fucking biceps. Like, you can tell when niggas are doing something they're not supposed to be doing to get to look a certain way. It's like.
Hey, yo, what up, Kang? Kang son, what it do?
Yo, what up, Kang son? And then I see probably just came back. And then Miss Bitch says, Pascal, I appreciate the way you say bitch. Oh, thank you. It kind of rolls off the tongue. It really shouldn't because, I had a good upbringing, but, it happens. Oh, shit. No, but yeah, that's why I just wanted to get my bars off on that because it's like, yeah, motherfuckers just like, there's too much quick fix, though. And watch that shit become banned and out there because motherfuckers start abusing that shit.
Tekken 8 is here. Yeah, I actually want to play that shit. That's a little raw.
Damn, yo, I need to.
PlayStation 4 or just for PlayStation 5?
Tekken 8. Let me. I have not played it. It's funny to me. They always say that Tekken is out on Microsoft Windows and shit, but it's on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and Series S.
Okay, so yeah, I ain't gonna play that shit then.
No, that's more like P. P will probably play that shit if he wants to.
But that anime ass nigga.
I'll get to it eventually.
He don't look
I'll
like
get to it
Tekken
eventually.
nigga.
No, I like Tekken. The fuck are you talking about? I grew up with Tekken. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
You don't look like it.
I got a PS5, but
you're
a damn Smash Brothers looking ass nigga.
I
did play Smash Brothers as well.
See, I knew it.
I'm a sports gamer these days. I don't really play, I play some RPGs, but yeah,
RPGs? What the fuck?
I mean, it's like like solo games, like Fallout and shit like that.
That nigga.
Like when GTA play, when GTA comes out, of course.
And it's like niggas who get to play video games, they play the worst ones.
I mean, no, because I play Madden leagues, like we're Macaulay niggas, from Macaulay, so we play Madden.
Madden.
No, it's just cool. I mean, it's like your own team and shit.
No, Madden is cool.
Real football, nigga.
I mean, Madden is cool. Like niggas can still play Madden, bro. Like, yeah.
Now, when's the last time you threw a real football though?
It's been a while.
Damn, but you'll throw that motherfucker from the controller though.
I mean, it's not that you have your own team. It's different. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but whatever.
I mean, honestly, I haven't played Madden in so fucking long. It's been a minute since I played Madden. Like, because damn, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I haven't played Madden in a long time. Yeah. Yeah, because I think now it's just either, unless it's like a boxing game or a wrestling game, I don't, or some sort of fighting game. I don't have the patience to even to play anything else like these days.
You wouldn't fuck with no God of War or nothing.
not enough time, you know.
Yeah, no, God of War. In fact, I would love to play God of War, like really good, but it's just like, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's it's like time consuming. if that's probably for lack of a better phrase to describe that.
Nah, I feel you. I don't know how I'd fucking end up playing games now.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like I said before, the only gaming I do is just retro video gaming and shit like that. Like I have.
Also, you got time for that? So shut that shit up, then, nigga.
Nigga, of course, I always have time to play Tetris, nigga. The fuck, hell yeah, nigga.
Tetris, oh my god.
Yeah, nigga.
Retro gaming is like Grand Theft, like San Andreas, nigga. This nigga said Tetris.
Nigga, I'm an '80s baby. Of course, I'm gonna go back to go back to those days, nigga. The fuck. Yeah, no, because I played retro video game from Nintendo to PS2. Yeah, and then of course the arcade emulators and shit like that. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's that. Because at least that shit does not. If I play God of War, I'll be like, God damn, like I have to really have time to really get into and really actually try to do some shit into there. So yeah. Well, that's why I stick with mostly fighting games and shit like that. If it's anything newer, fighting games, wrestling games, boxing games, whatever. Or of course, no boxing games. Of course, we're still waiting for that.
I'm trying to think, what's the last story mode game I finished? Like, do you know what? I just remember I ain't finished the fucking Yakuza. I'm pretty damn still in the casino and shit. I need to finish that shit.
Like damn, like how long has that been?
I don't know. I was like, because I got it to the point where it's like I'm like running the damn nightclub with the females, and I'm just like pimping them out. But it's like I got to take on the head club nigga, and it's like he beat me last time, so it's like I'm stuck there. But I don't. It's a side mission shit, but I could play the fucking. But on the real main story mission, I'm like at the last save before you go to like the final boss level type shit. So I was trying to just do all the little side games and get my bread up and all that shit, and so that's why. Like, but yeah, I can't remember the last story mode game a nigga beat. Maybe the Spider-Man.
Nigga, I can't.
Not the new one. The 2018 one.
Yeah, and I can't remember the last story mode game I really played like that too. That's a
Dying Light. The first one, or that shit took me a minute. Good God.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. I was on a level. I was getting to a new part, and we at the podcast, and I think I had y'all niggas wait like almost 30 minutes because I was like, "Fuck, I can't even save right now. Like, I need to beat this part. Fuck this podcast." So, yeah, but I was like maybe 2019.
So it was the time that you had me and P probably waiting until you played that till you finished getting what you needed to play?
Yeah, because I was on one of these parts where you gotta like jump across on the bridge part. You climb in the damn bridge part to get over to get the supply truck and shit, and it's like that shit is so mad difficult, and I finally got there. I was like, oh, man, fuck this. I was like, let me beat this shit because these niggas, I'm not going to have my damn sit here, how they shit just on pause for 2 hours.
I mean, you could have done that shit, nigga. Unless you're afraid that the shit, this, it wasn't going to screw up like a Nintendo would screw up if you lift it on for like 2 hours or a Genesis, nigga.
Nah, fuck that. That should have freeze the damn anything, nigga. I was like, nah, y'all wildin'.
Yeah, I wish I had more time to play video games like that, but yeah, it's just, yeah, it's really not possible unless I have like I have like a vacation and I'm staying at home or some shit like that, and even then sometimes I have other shit that I do. That's why I keep going back and forth of actually getting a PS5. Who knows? Maybe if Undisputed ever comes out or gets off Steam, then then maybe it might push me to actually get one, so I can play it. Undisputed is still up in the air; it's still doing its thing. Adding more rosters, adding more fighters.
So long.
Yeah,
You still adding boxers? You said, my bad.
Yeah, I think they're still adding boxers. So that's the last thing that I remember.
Me right too.
I mean, I've seen. I mean, like I said, I've seen it on Steam. I see it, and it's. I mean, it looks like it's actually pretty damn good. So
Yeah, it does look good, but I'm just like, damn, but fuck it. Like, that shit could come off a damn PS5 right now, and I still couldn't get it. Like, well, so it don't matter.
Yo, I know a game King P probably played. King P, you ever play this game on, I think it's PS2 or PS, or maybe Xbox 360, I don't know. It's called Alan Wake. It's about a author, and his fucking weapon is like a pistol and a flashlight. And he's writing stories about ghosts, and everything that he writes comes to see this nigga. So he's in a lake house by himself. He's writing about his dead wife. His wife shows up, tries to attack him with a bunch of ghosts and shit. You got to kill him with flashlights. It's a raw ass storyline. I don't know, King P. It seemed like a King P game. I got it when it was a bootleg, when I had my 3 for $25.
Yeah, that's the new description now. The King P game.
What game?
Alan Wake.
I've not played it.
No, I'm saying, if you ever heard of it, nigga, you don't even know what the fuck.
I said I haven't played it.
Oh, I thought you said you wouldn't play it. Oh, okay.
And that nigga get gangster. He was like, I said I wouldn't play it.
What about Kane and Lynch with that nigga that looked like Trevor from GTA, and the other dude that go around robbing banks and shit? You never played that? That's PS2, I think.
I did play that.
That game was fire, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was a great storyline. All you had to do was just rob.
Scarface.
Yes, I ain't never played a Scarface video game, nigga.
Wait.
Scarface game was hard as fuck, yo.
Hold on. The Scarface game was just a GTA ripoff. Like, what are we doing?
That shit was still dope, though, nigga. And he had the whole raid shit. Like, come on.
It ain't better than Scarface. You might as well have just said GTA.
If you would have said Max Payne, I could agree with you. But you talking about fucking Scarface.
Stranglehold better than Max Payne, so fuck that.
Scarface, the video game, like, nigga, that's like...
That's it. Dude, at the time, you had a bunch of good-ass fucking GTA knockoffs that were legit good, though.
Yeah, like...
Y'all gonna tell me True Crime wasn't good next.
Like 50 Cent Bulletproof. That was good, nigga.
Yeah, fucking, what's it, the Saints Row 2?
The first one. The first
Saints Row 2 was the only good Saints Row, nigga.
Nah, the first one was dope. The second one was better.
Second one
after
looked
that,
like...
niggas was
The first one looked like a make-believe GTA.
The second one was better. I mean, the second one found his lane.
Saints Row 2 took his own, and then Saints Row 3, them niggas just jumped out the window with the shit.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? Like, let's add as much shit as we could fuck it up as possible. Yeah, good idea, boss.
That went from Saints Row to Sims 2024 type shit.
Yeah.
God damn, Max Payne. I think that Max Payne might be the actual. Yeah, cause I played that shit on PC. Max
Payne was my first PS2 game, nigga. I used to go crazy with that shit. I still remember that train scene right now. You walking through, all you hear is the water dropping. Niggas just walking out the corner and shit. You go in the bathroom, eat a painkiller, kill a nigga. This shit was hard.
Oh man, yo,
seeing no fucking stranglehold, nigga. with Chow Yun Fat, and you get to slide on like hot dog carts and damn little China and shoot niggas in bullet time slow motion.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I didn't play that game. No, I definitely didn't.
Man, why I always be playing these damn raw ass fucking games nobody fucking heard of? I be the only one could talk about them shits. Like fucking Stranglehold. It was based off like
nigga. Nobody played all these Sega Genesis ass games, nigga.
Nigga, this is a PS3 game. It was better than Max Payne. Slow ass Max Payne, dude. Pat, I know you see it. Look, if you ever seen the movie Hard Boiled.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically they made a video game off of that.
Oh shit! Well, I'm
okay, so exactly. Yeah, that's what I said, nigga.
I mean, that movie. I mean, it was definitely better than the fucking Max Payne movie. Jeez, that movie.
I rest my case.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody says, okay, fucking hard boiled is hard as fuck. Imagine if you made a video game based around the character in this. Nigga, you ain't gonna fuck that up, and they didn't. Like, that shit was hard. Like, nigga, you used to be, like, you could run in slow motion, you could run upstairs or the banister, and you can hang from a chandelier shooting niggas. Like, I used to play, like listen to this D-Block and play that shit. Like, I'm like 2 guns up, toast to the grip. Like, dude, if you just listen to some Styles P and play that game, you'd be the shootingest ass nigga in the fucking world at that moment, son. Like, y'all niggas don't know about that. Google that shit. Y'all see that shit look raw as fuck. YouTube that motherfucker.
Yeah, I might need to because, like I said, because it was probably during the time where, like, I was just doing my masters. And I didn't have time to play.
It was one of the early PS3 games. Like, it came out, I think, maybe a year after the system or the second year it came out type shit. Not like the first launch, but it was like an early, maybe the second year PS3 was out, that game came out. But it was raw as fuck.
Yo, I got another King P game, nigga. King P, you remember the game Manhunt, nigga?
Oh yeah, Manhunt was the game.
That shit used to scare me as a kid. I'll be scared. I'll sneak up behind a nigga, choke the nigga with a blue plastic bag. My mom used to hate when I played that game because it's like, she's like, "What the fuck type of game is this? All you do is murder niggas." No, but it was raw. All you had to do was sneak around and just murder niggas without them knowing. That game was raw. I don't know, King P, you play that shit?
Yo, didn't someone do a copycat murder off that shit for real?
For real? That's hard.
Yeah, I remember there was some yeah, I remember somebody did someone tried to did some copycat shit with that.
Damn, that's when games were like real as fuck.
Yeah,
they don't make games like that no more.
Yeah, that game was simple and real. It's like, what, he was trying to find a nigga that recorded him killing somebody or some shit. Like, and so he just killing niggas and you just in a junkyard picking up shit, killing niggas with it. It's like crazy. You can pick up a spike bat, a trash bag, a fucking barbed wire, choke a nigga out.
Man, this is like a 6'4" nigga type game. Like, only that big people want to murder people like that.
That game was raw. You had to shoot out the light so niggas couldn't see you, and then you sneak up behind them and choke the shit out of them.
What kind of snowfall ass shit is this?
I mean, it was a gritty fucking game. Yo.
Well, now I remember the game. I didn't play it too much, but I did play it a couple of times, and it was on some like realistic, creepy horror movie shit. Like, it was like Resident Evil, but with like you murdering niggas. Like, I fucked with it.
I swear some of those games back in the day used to just be so fucking raw for no reason. I don't know.
They're more creative.
I don't think they make games like that are that raw anymore because controversy.
Because it was less monopolized back then. Niggas was trying to get on by coming up with a game that's hit. Now everybody is under Activision or this nigga or that nigga, so they all try to make the same game. They're just trying to make one big game for the year. That's it. Back then it was like 100 games released a month. Niggas just going to games.
Now, but you got more companies now. You got to look at those network games.
You got to look at the umbrella. What, like, if it could be 25 niggas signed to Activision. Activision is only going to approve Call of Duty. They're not going to be like, all right, we're going to run another game that's like Call of Duty, but instead they're using lasers.
You don't have a competition like that.
They're not going to
do that. They're only going to do a little budget for little games and shit.
And the games are so complicated now, the coding and shit, I don't think regular niggas is doing it how they was back then, where it's like, all right, this nigga just got to jump up, hit this box, and a coin drop, nigga. We a long way from y'all niggas arcade games where all that shit took was like 5 days to make. Now these niggas are making video games. This shit takes 6 years to make. Niggas are still making GTA, and all they could create was a commercial. They ain't got the gameplay down. And them niggas be making this shit.
Because that's their fault, though.
No, they been making this shit since Liberty City Stories, nigga.
No, that's their fault, man. Because look, they knew they have the money makers with the GTA and shit. So they were just damn fucking making sure the 5 kept going on so long.
They got smart, and that's why Call of Duty started doing the same shit. Like, why keep printing out new CDs? We could just update the game that we already got out and just make it better and have these niggas keep paying for packs.
Yep. That's all it is.
They got niggas in GTA where they got
figured it out.
They got fake Audis, fake Escalades, and all that shit. But you can pay $79.99 and get the pack where you can actually drive a real Audi, a real nigga. None of that shit's real nothing. And niggas is paying double and triple the price on online shit of a game that should just be hard in story mode. Like GTA, fuck online. The story mode hit. Like, fuck everything else. Like, I'll do the story mode, kill a couple niggas, cut that shit off. Nobody got time to be going around buying penthouses and shit, going to the fake club, all that fucking.
Yeah, people be trying to live their real life in that fucking game. I'm just trying to murk niggas, do some crazy shit.
I went on TikTok. Most of the shit is niggas acting like they really on the block in GTA. I'm like, nigga. They like, yo, like they all standing outside for real and shit, nigga. Why don't y'all niggas open y'all front fucking door? Go to the actual corner store and see how long you'll stand out there talking about, hey, move around, shorty. Try that shit. Try that shit at a real fucking gas station.
But nah, some of these niggas couldn't make it past a real gas station. These niggas that see 5 niggas outside, they be like, oh shit, nah, I'm good.
These niggas got switches on the game, but you see them in real life and they walk with a switch. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Bars.
Yo, GTA, it's a trip though. But like I said though, they made it bigger. Like they like once you do it, it's like I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of extra shit they're gonna put in that shit. So that's why it's gonna take all this time to make.
It's gonna be the same fucking game in a different city. That's all it's gonna be. You're
probably new ways to either be depraved or to kill people or to do all types to get into all.
That's all y'all care about.
When they put it in a new city, what's the difference? Mm-hmm. All they do, all it
different
is
animals and shit.
Different shit you see in the city. That's all it is. Yeah. It takes place in Florida. That means there's going to be more people on the beach. The strip is going to look different. They're not going to have no carnival at this one. You could probably see a couple you could probably shoot an alligator in this shit. Like, come on.
You still going to have sharks down here. I mean,
you can go to South Beach and it's going to be niggas walking. You just shoot the shit up, just dumb shit. It's just going to be dumb shit.
But it's dumb shit.
They need to put that Bayside alien shit down in there too. That'd be fire. They're probably gonna do that.
Yeah,
it'll be a little side mission or some shit. Like you meet an alien at the mall, you gotta chase him around in a helicopter.
Fireworks.
Right, some dumb shit. They always come up with some retarded shit for niggas to do.
Yeah. Oh shit, though. But yeah, I think we ranted enough. I know I'm just saying. I know it's like 2 hours now. It's 12:30.
Oh wow, damn.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Oh shit!
Let me check something real quick. No, it's not up there. Y'all taking your time today. Jeez. I needed some power. Raising Canaan, y'all niggas usually here by now.
Yeah, Raising Canaan is it here yet or nah?
I mean, the site I'm fucking with, it ain't there yet, but I gotta move around like the GTA niggas at the corner store.
No, word. Yeah, because Raising Canaan, you can't miss that though, because it'll probably be available soon.
Yeah.
All right, so get some final thoughts, Rome, for your final thought.
Final thoughts. I'm tired of fucking the Lamar Jackson slander. They think because this nigga got pigments like Pat, he not finna win shit. They need to stop with that shit, yo.
Nigga, I want him to win. I'm fucking tired of fucking Taylor Swift. I'm tired of this whole controversy, the shit that's going on now. Cause
fuck Taylor Swift. That bitch ain't got nothing to do with them niggas snapping the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to hear her in the Super Bowl. Like this. I don't want to hear no mentions of her in the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear nothing about her. I don't want to hear her doing fucking. Doing swag surfing with Kelsey's mom in the fucking booth. Like the fuck,
Nigga, she's just a whore with a ticket, nigga. Nobody gives a fuck about what Taylor Swift is doing at the game.
Yeah, but the NFL does. Like, I don't want to hear like, oh, Taylor Swift.
Listen, Taylor Swift be there, but how many box seats do you think be filled at some games, nigga? All of them should be filled, and there be rich niggas there too, rich hoes there too. Like, she's not the only one.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm already tired of it. It's like, geez, like I remember I already had this argument with someone because. You know, she was asking me about Taylor Swift. I was like, no, like Taylor Swift. I'm tired of her being mentioned in these football games. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, she ain't on the field. She ain't kicking the damn football. She ain't tackling nobody. You know
Travis Kelce is a bum. I'd rather have Antonio Gates and Tony Gonzalez than that nigga anyway. I'd rather have Greg Olsen when he left the Bears and went to Carolina than that nigga anyway.
Oh, you're doing too much. You got too much different. You got to slow down.
No. You telling me Greg Olsen is not a great tight end?
Yes, but better than Kelsey? No.
Yes, nigga.
No, he's not. Kelsey could literally be lined up like a wide receiver.
I knew it when Greg Olsen, but he's not a better blocking tight end than.
But he's a better receiving tight end, and
tight ends are not made to be receivers, nigga. If Travis Kelce
and he is, and that's a cheat code, cheat code for him.
No, Antonio Gates was a cheat code, nigga.
Yeah, but and Greg Olsen is not Antonio Gates, so
Tony Gonzalez was both of them niggas.
Yeah, but Greg Olsen ain't on that level.
Nigga, I put Greg Olsen there because he was a backup to the Bears Super Bowl team. When we had Desmond, we was starting Desmond Clark over that nigga. Can you imagine? We was starting Desmond Clark over Greg Olsen for years. Soon as that nigga leaves our team, he's a fucking all-star tight end. Catching tight ends catching fucking touchdowns left and right for Cam Newton. Shit was fucking crazy.
Damn.
Well, hey, it's called chemistry. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. That's part of the
same with bitch ass Kyle Orton. He was on that Super Bowl team too. He was a third string quarterback. That nigga went to the Broncos and started going crazy. How the fuck?
Hold on. He went so crazy he got benched for Tim Tebow. Let's
if you mean playing the best he played for half a season, I guess.
They was on Tim Tebow's dick because this nigga came in. He had a couple of good games off of fucking just sliding in real quick. They Nick Foles that nigga.
Yeah, well, and honestly, I mean,
he didn't deserve to play like that.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Prater. Matt Prater was the reason why that nigga won so many fucking games because that motherfucker was booting 59, 60-yard field goals all like regularly because his motherfucker couldn't get into the end zone like that.
Yeah, don't talk about Nick Foles because he had his best year on past Eagles and he went to my Rams and was trash.
Yeah.
And then he went back to the Eagles and became Super Bowl MVP, I think.
Yeah, that's how that fucking works, yo. But no fucking Taylor Swift in the fucking Super Bowl. I'm like, I want Lamar. Lamar is. I need
Lamar to lock in and make sure that the Chiefs don't do their Chiefs shit they've been doing for the last 7 years, nigga. I'm tired of these niggas.
Yeah, I'm fine. Nigga, my Eagles lost these motherfuckers in the Super Bowl.
It used to be one of the worst teams in football. Now these niggas is always in the championship. It's like, yo, I don't even watch the AFC, but fuck them niggas, yo.
Nah, I want Lamar to win. It's hard to bet against Pat. I like the Chiefs. It's hard to bet, but I want Lamar to, for the slander, the black quarterback. He'd be the first, true dual threat quarterback.
And you know what's crazy? The media slander on.
Wait, did you say he'd be the first dual threat?
I'm talking about how Mike, he'll right the wrongs of Mike. I'm just saying Lamar's a different quarterback.
He won't be the first dual threat quarterback.
He'd be the first quarterback that niggas was white. People were calling him a wide receiver playing running back. And
yeah, but Mahomes is black too, but he get that Shutterworth pass.
Oh my goodness!
Well, because he talks like Kermit the Frog. That's the reason why he don't let he code switches.
Not bad for an amphibian.
Yeah, nigga talks German.
Yeah, like he's a light skin that doesn't grow facial hair, so he's safe to white
So he one of those whiskers with whiskers like a rat that compared to these two white ass niggas.
Nigga got gray whiskers. That's crazy.
But no fucking Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. I want the Ravens and the Lions. I want the Lions to actually be in the Super Bowl for the first time. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, fuck the Niners.
Fuck the Niners. Yeah,
I'm alright. Fuck the Niners.
Yeah, fuck the Niners. Yeah, Ravens and Lions, man. I'll be happy because I'm like, okay, at least one of these two. At least I can respect these teams.
As much hate is on the Chiefs and the 49ers right now, I guarantee that's going to be the Super Bowl probably.
I'm going to hate myself because I'm like,
that's going to be the Super Bowl because they're counted out so much right now. Well, not counted out. They're just not wanting to win. And most of the time, teams that are not wanting to win end up winning that shit.
Yeah, I mean, because I have
everybody wants to see Detroit crack their fucking curse that they had for 70 years, but it's a curse for a reason, nigga. Fuck them niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, it was cool seeing Detroit. I mean, not beat us, but I mean them get into the conference championship.
They had to cheat. If y'all niggas couldn't do it with Matt Stafford and Megatron, y'all will never do it.
No, this is a special team, bro. I knew they were going to be good this year. But I didn't expect them to get this far.
And look, another person that stole a Bears player and is about to go to the Super Bowl with the nigga, David Montgomery. What the fuck was you doing on the Bears, nigga? Yeah, you was getting 27 carries. Yeah, you was running for 100 yards.
Now this nigga's beefing, bro.
You was doing the same shit with them niggas on the 13 carries, 90 yards, like 25 receiving yards. Like, nigga, come the fuck on. I swear to God, if Justin Fields leaves and we get Caleb Williams and this nigga wins MVP, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be fucking hot.
Damn.
Yeah, shit's real, man. But yeah,
y'all niggas need that nigga over there in Philly because y'all ain't really got a quarterback over there that give a fuck.
No, nigga, we don't need shit over there but OC and the DC, nigga. That's the fuck we need. And this motherfucking Sirianni not to call no fucking plays no more. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas should have picked up Harbaugh. Now y'all fucked because that nigga's coming for that.
Wait, where'd he go to?
He went to the Chargers.
I ain't worried about no goddamn Chargers, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's all Herbert needed was a coach. That nigga's finna throw for.
I ain't worried about that nigga's out there, nigga. I ain't even think about it. That's Chargers. They ain't fucking no Chargers.
But look, you gotta realize, LA was already a good spot to go. Niggas want to go there anyway. Now that you get a fucking primetime coach there with a primetime QB, it's just an attraction spot now. Now they can pretty much get whoever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Nobody was going out there to play with Justin Herbert and some fucking bullshit ass coaches. Like, they're like, yo, nigga, I'm trying to get some wins in. I ain't trying to fucking struggle this year.
Yo, it's the Chargers. I'm not putting no stack into the fucking Chargers. Like, them niggas.
They ain't been Ross in San Diego with LT, nigga. I know, nigga.
I ain't worried about
LT and Darren Sproles. That was the crew.
Damn, shout out to my man Darren Sproles. He got a real ring now, so that's all right. You know?
He was a man before he got to that bullshit ass team you call an Eagle.
No. He produced and he got a ring for us, so he's good. You know what I'm saying? You know, like he got a real ring, so he's good now. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's a Hall of Famer now. He's good. You know what I'm saying? God loves him now because he has a ring. He's an Eagles.
A Hall of Fame gadget player. That's crazy.
You sound like you hate it, bro. you sound like you mad about that, yo.
Devin Hester was way faster than that nigga.
Right. Oh man, I missed that. I missed that dude. He was one of my favorite Eagle players, man. I miss that dude, man. But yeah, no Taylor Swift in the fucking Super Bowl, none of that shit. Because I'm trying to watch the Super Bowl. I don't want. Because I don't want to hear no fucking like bitches talk about, oh my God, Taylor Swift's there to support her man. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. I don't want to hear the NFL gushing over this motherfucker, this bitch clapping her hands every time she sees Kelsey doing some sort of wild ass dance in the end zone if he scores a touchdown. Like, nah, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see any of that shit. You know, like,
you grumpy ass old nigga.
No, it's really sick work. Like, before this nigga's finishing dancing, they go straight to the skybox and this little white bitch jumping around like she just hit the lotto or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's nasty work. Like, nah.
I understand she's supporting her man, but Come on, what's up with the cameraman? Like, what's the cameraman supporting if this nigga's not supporting fucking?
I'm saying,
You said, what's the cameraman supporting?
Because how the fuck does a football team that's working their whole fucking season to get to this point score a touchdown in prime time, and the only thing you can record, not the coach's reaction, not the other team's reaction, crying on the sideline and shit. You had Taylor Swift in the booth jumping around. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole article of the article explaining her swag surfing really rubbed me the wrong fucking way. I was over this shit's too much. This shit jumped.
It's like, yo, when the team scores, you want to see the reaction of the other team, of the defender that was guarding him, of the niggas that actually matter, the coach that called let me see the defensive coordinator after that. Don't show me no fucking Taylor Swift in the booth wearing the same jacket for the same 6 weeks. Get the fuck out of here.
God damn.
But it's all bars though.
That's football. Fuck that. If that bitch is not performing, don't show her on the screen.
I agree with you, bro. You spit real facts, like straight up. I'll be grumpy. It's just football, like, you know.
And damn, if they do it after every score, I could understand that'd be annoying.
Nigga, if he drops the pass, they look at her and see her reaction.
Yeah, no, it's that serious. They really do that.
Yeah.
They be like, oh, that was intended for Kelsey. They go straight to
one of those Mondays. They had her on the banner of the NFL Twitter. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, you know, Taylor Swift, you know. Her fans, I mean, she draws money. You know?
Did y'all see them AI pictures of her like crowd surfing naked in the cheese?
Yeah. She don't like those very much.
I bet you she don't. Stay the fuck out the stadium.
They had this one dude, you know, on Twitter. I'm sure y'all probably came across a post of this guy who just worships white women. It's kind of ironic. He just got the Swifties got him out the paint, and he's like worships white women. It's kind of funny because
yeah, he got doxxed, and now he's trying to tighten up all his shit. Like he's like. Yeah, like, you know, you can't really follow him, none of that shit too. But he was cooning before that. Now the cooning came like to bite him. So
yeah,
you know, can't be too, can't be doing that. Like, you know, you always gotta watch yourself. Digital footprints is everywhere.
Well, didn't he have I heard he had his address right in his profile or some shit like that. Like that.
They posted his address, his real name, his real number. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit out there.
Yeah. I mean, he, at first it was cool that he made some comment about Alicia Lam, the Asian, the Asian girl who killed that black girl back in the day for stealing.
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
He was too much of a
God damn.
So yeah, I don't feel sorry for him, but yeah, he should have known better. Like, he should have read the fucking room, like, you know. And
they're like the beehive but white, so it's just like, well, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That makes sense.
They read the room for him. Oh shit, no, but yeah, I think that was Rome's final thought. Pilot, you have a final thought?
Man, it's time for Kanan. Let's wrap it up.
Word. P, do you have the same sentiment?
I will just say that I'm looking forward to this weekend. We got football, and I'm going to be in Florida for the Royal Rumble. So I'm having a good time out in Florida.
Who's your Royal Rumble prediction, nigga?
I got CM Punk win it, and I even got a prop to bring with me. I got to show y'all this. Hold on. I'll put on my camera just for this.
While he's doing that, shout out to this nigga got a belt.
Hard, nigga. Is that the Intercontinental title?
No, it's the World Heavyweight title.
They changed that shit?
The world title.
That must be the fucking Hulk Hogan one, nigga.
No, it's not the Hulk Hogan one. This one is the one that Hulk Hogan had was called the Winged Eagle belt. This one is the Big Eagle belt, which is similar, but this is the inaugural one that Stone Cold won at WrestleMania 14 in 1998. This was the first.
How much that shit cost you? God damn, this nigga got the paperwork and everything with that bitch.
It's a nice little. Listen, it's one of my favorite designs. It's clean.
Hard.
The only I like the Big Eagle belt design more. The Winged Eagle belt design more. Like, that's the one you're thinking of, the one that Hulk Hogan had. The problem is that belt is too small, and like, it only looks good on certain people. Pause.
Like if Hogan,
that shit hard, yo.
if it ain't Hulk
But
Hogan,
it looked like the Intercontinental belt for some reason. I don't know why.
If it ain't Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage, or Bret Hart, I don't want to see that belt on anybody else.
Nigga, what about the one that Kurt Angle won? I like that.
That's not the Winged Eagle. That's way further. That's way further out. So,
but I'm talking about the better looking belts, nigga. That's
the Big Eagle. That's this one. The original one he had was this one.
The one Kurt Angle had was all gold and black. It was big as fuck.
Oh no, that's the later one. There was one that the original one he had was this one, and then they switched the design afterwards.
And then the red, white, and blue one was hard too. That shit was hard too. And then John Cena's, his shit was the best one.
Oh no, that spinner shit was so fucking stupid. No.
I had one of them. I bought one.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Those replica belts they're like $200 though to get them shits made and shit like that.
Yeah, Walmart at $30. Man.
Oh, those are the crappy ones.
Yeah.
This one is actually a good design, 4 millimeters, adult size. It does fit around my waist. So,
I'll do a ladder match against your ass for that shit, nigga.
Nigga, you fall off the ladder. Your big ass would fall off the ladder.
Nah, I think you got experience with climbing up ladders, nigga.
We can do a money in the bank.
So do I. I got experience climbing up ladders. There's a joke somewhere there, but I'm not gonna go there.
It's crazy. Yo, I love TikTok. I've been getting all of the fucking the highlights from old wrestling, nigga. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, all them niggas was fucking retarded. And I didn't even know Kurt Angle was. They used to call him Perk Angle because the nigga was on perks the whole time.
Yeah, that nigga was on painkillers. Yeah, because
that makes sense. Why that nigga used to scare me. He was so intense. I'm like, yo, this nigga is just.
I think coming out here. I mean,
you know how much perks you got to do to German suplex a nigga 3 times in a row, and that's your special.
Nigga was in TNA.
That nigga was going crazy.
That nigga was going landing on his feet,
slamming niggas 3 times. Boom, 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 screaming and shit. Like that nigga was wild, yo. Kurt Angle is one of the best wrestlers. I don't give a fuck how many perks he took.
This nigga, he ain't better than Lawrence Taylor at SummerSlam.
Yo, I was there. I was actually there when that nigga wrestled. Yo, that was literally live. Yo, that shit was an experience. Yo, shout out to LT, man. You know, but yeah, that was some good shit though. Yeah, Pete. I know Pete's gonna have probably ignorant picture in Florida with that belt at some point.
No, that's a fire belt. That's a fire belt.
That's a fire belt.
He gonna probably wear that bitch around his waist.
That nigga gonna turn into Pastor Troy with that damn belt. Watch. He's gonna be like, he gonna be rocking that shit all over the place. I remember he pulled up to the Source Awards and he had like a big ass like monster truck.
Shout out if y'all know, y'all know. But shout out to Rasheed Wallace.
Is it hard enough to like attack a nigga with it and actually like fuck him up?
He said what?
I'm asking King P. Is it like heavy enough to like smack a nigga with it and he
actually this thing is heavier than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think it would be this big or this heavy. Pause.
It's probably really gold plated. That shit hard.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's 4 millimeter gold plates.
Yeah, that's hard.
You could do some shit, yo. But
yeah, you definitely could smack a nigga.
You better hope one of them niggas.
I was going back and forth between 2 millimeters and 4 millimeters. I'm like, you know what? Let me just get the 4 millimeter gold plates. And yeah, it's big. Pause.
Word.
Now, hold on. You know what I mean? Don't have niggas punk you for that shit now.
That nigga come back with a belt. Nigga come out with a belt.
Nobody at a wrestling event is gonna punk me for they're the softest motherfuckers ever. Like these neckbeards are not gonna be punking anything.
No, it's when you actually get to the real part of Florida. You know, niggas will just like, hey, look here. I like your belt. Here's the extension cord. That's what you're gonna wear. Like,
they gonna treat this nigga like Bart Simpson.
Where's the venue at? P. Orlando.
He's ragging on your cord, bro.
It's in Tampa.
Why everything in Tampa and Orlando? Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's St. Petersburg. Yeah.
What the niggas got that fucking South Florida don't got? That shit don't make no sense.
Theme parks, motherfucker. Shit.
I mean, come on, nigga. Royal Rumble in Miami would go crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Right?
Like, what the fuck is they doing?
You think we just
hold on.
what South
I feel
Florida?
like there's some type of ordinance. I feel like there's some city ordinance that keeps shit from coming to Miami.
What venue down in Miami would be big enough to put a wrestling event? Because they want big stadium events. Like
Dolphins, nigga.
Fucking
Jeez.
the Miami, you can put it at Sunlight.
Miami.
The Heat Arena, you could put it at the Panthers Arena. Panthers Arena is big as fuck. Sunrise.
Oh, it is. It is.
I've been to the Heat Arena because I went to a Heat game down there.
Yeah, that one's pretty big. I went to a concert there. I didn't even know where the fuck. I was on one side of the building. I thought that was the whole building, nigga. This shit's big as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm sure they got like little amphitheaters and shit that I don't even know about. Like, imagine a Royal Rumble in an amphitheater, nigga. That shit'll go crazy.
Yeah, that'd be too small for that shit, though.
Yeah, it's too small. You thinking about when them niggas do like Disney on Ice or some shit?
No, I'm thinking about when they do wrestling for the troops and shit, and they be overseas and they be outside and shit.
Nigga, that's for the troops, son. Like,
yeah, but that shit is hard when they do that shit.
Oh my God, we've been here late enough to fucking Joshua O pulled up, yo. What it do, bro? What it do?
What up, Joshua O?
Taylor Swift dating a boxer would be hilarious. Oh my God, fuckery in that.
She wouldn't show up to no fights. She was watching that shit at home.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, we were hearing nothing about the damn Taylor Swift though.
Yeah.
But yo, let me get my final thoughts so we can wrap this up, yo. But yeah, no, obviously shout out to everyone that that came and listened to us, rant about various things. And when especially Joshua, who came real late, he came late enough just to put in his little comment or whatnot. I know probably next week we'll probably hit y'all out with another music for Thursday, another music related episode or whatever. But yeah, no, other than that, keep supporting us, the website, the YouTube, obviously, listen, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends we can all be friends, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all see the scrolling banner, you know what I'm saying? That shit still works. PayPal still works, if you want to show a little love and whatnot, because we do the shit for y'all. But yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for L, be sure to work the God, the GOAT artist, for King P. Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome Top 5, came in on the late, but he still made it, so it's all good. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace. Tell everyone.